Batting practice is over and the ground crew is getting the beers ready. It's time for the on-deck circle, a comprehensive look at the Salt Lake Stingers and the Pacific Coast League. Now, to get you ready for today's game, here's the voice of the Stingers, Steve Klauke.
Good evening, everyone, on a cool, windy night here in Portland, Oregon. It's the Stingers and the Beavers in Game 3 of a 4-game series. Steve Klauke with you here. Is the wind all of a sudden has kicked up over the last 20 minutes or so, and it's blowing straight in from left center field on a situation here where there haven't been a whole lot of runs scored the first 2 games of this series, the Stingers and the Beavers. The Beavers and Salt Lake in the first game going 10 innings before Curtis Pride's game-winning base hit in the 10th inning provided the Stingers with the win. And then it was yesterday where the Stingers got a run in the first, and that would be the only run of the ball game as the Stingers defeat the Beavers 1-0 as Scott Dunn, Dusty Berkman, and Joel Peralta combined on a 5-hit shutout, the first shutout for the Stingers pitching staff this year. So the Stingers have now won 3 in a row. They own the best record in the Pacific Coast League at 16-8 right now, and they have a 4.5-game lead in the Pacific North over second-place Colorado Springs. Portland has dropped to third 5 games back, and Tacoma trails by 5.5 games. Checking the other divisional races in the Pacific South, it is Tucson out in front by 1 game over Las Vegas, 3 ahead of Sacramento, and 5 up on Fresno. In the PCL American North, it's a virtual tie for first between Memphis and Nashville, with Omaha in third, 3 games back. Iowa trails by 5.5. And in the American South, Round Rock, the new team in the league, 1 game up on Oklahoma, 2 ahead of Albuquerque, and 4.5 games better than the Iowa Cubs. The pitching matchup for our ball game here tonight for the Stingers, it's going to be right-hander Dustin Mosley, who started out the year with 2 strong performances but has struggled of late. And for the Beavers, it's going to be right-hander Mike Bumstead, just up from Double-A. And so he'll be on the mound for the Beavers tonight. So Mike Bumstead for the Beavers, Dustin Mosley for the Stingers. When we come back, we'll recap last night's 1-0 Salt Lake win over Portland. We'll do that right after this on ESPN 1230.
So it's spring, and you can't wait to get out of doors and take the family to Mulligan's Golf and Games. You'll enjoy 36 holes of miniature golf, the state's largest driving range, baseball and softball batting cages, practice greens and bunkers, along with 2 beautiful 9-hole golf courses. At Mulligan's, they offer something for the entire family. And coming soon, Mulligan's will have the famous iceberg chase. Mulligan's, open early and fully lighted well into the night. Mulligan's, half-mile west of I-15 on 106 South, open every day but Christmas.
Hi, this is Mitch Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. We all know Utah is a great sports state. At Siegfried & Jensen, we have important sponsorship relationships with several college teams throughout the state, as well as with many of the professional teams, including the Jazz, the Stingers, the Grizzlies, and Real Salt Lake. In sports, winning is important. The same is true if you're injured in an accident. To help ensure victory, you need a winning legal team on your side. If you've been injured, call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
At the intersection, fresh taste salads. Sonic's got them, others don't. For a fresh, hearty meal with a southwestern flair, try Sonic's newest creation, the Ranchero Salad. Crispy lettuce, fresh tomatoes and carrots, topped with meaty chili, crunchy Fritos corn chips, shredded Colby Jack cheese, picante sauce, and of course, one of Sonic's signature golden onion rings. It's a unique addition to Sonic's Fresh Taste Salads. The new Ranchero Salad. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Play ball!
Looking to pitch a perfect game the next time your home team gets hungry? Then it's time to go to your ace, Carl Buddig. Nothing tops original Carl Buddig thin sliced meats for taste. With 9 great flavors like honey ham, oven roasted turkey, and corned beef, you'll know you have the variety to go into extra innings if you have to. And we're talking legendary Major League convenience with the ability to work your lineup from snack time to meal time. Hey, looks like you're in complete control with Carl Buddig.
Welcome back to PTE Park in Portland, where the Stingers and Beavers are getting ready for the ball game. Now, normally in this segment, we recap the game from the night before and give you the scoring highlights. But in the first inning, the only run of the game scored, and I usually don't say that it didn't in this case, save a highlight where the run scores on a fielder's choice, but that's exactly what happened as Chris Prieto led off the inning with a double down into the right field corner. Casey Smith did his job, went with the pitch, bounced the ground ball to the right side of the infield, advancing Prieto to third, and then Casey Kotzman hit a ground ball to first, backhanded by the first baseman Gerber, who instead of just taking the sure out at second, tried to throw to the plate and get Prieto, who slid in easily ahead of the tag, the throw actually bouncing in, and the catcher, Michel Hernandez, did all he could to try to keep it from getting by. And so, as it turns out, the one run scored as Kotzman picks up the RBI, and that would be it. The Stingers would only have 3 more base runners the rest of the game. A 2-out single in the third by Casey Smith, a 1-out single in the fifth by Adam Pavkovich, and then a 2-out double in the eighth by Chris Prieto. That would be it as far as the Stingers are concerned. They did also add an infield single for Jeff Mathis in the ninth. The Beavers, though, had some opportunities to score. They had a runner in scoring position with 2 out on the fourth and could not cash him. The leadoff man, John Knott, walked in the second but was picked off first base by catcher Ryan Buddy. Gary Robinson with an infield single with 1 out on the sixth for Portland, but the speedster was thrown out by Ryan trying to steal second base. And then in the eighth, Bobby Scales led off with a single. Hernandez bunted him over to second, but Joe Gerber flied to right and Gary Robinson to left to end that threat. But their best opportunity came in the ninth. J.J. Fermaniak facing relief pitcher Dusty Bergman singled to right field. He moved to second on a wild pitch. Then Ben Johnson walked, putting runners at first and second with nobody out. Bergman fell behind 3-0 on John Knott, threw a strike, and then got Knott to bounce into a 6-3 double play, advancing Fermaniak the potential tying run to third. That's when Joel Peralta came on, struck out Josh Barfield on 4 pitches to notch his 5th save of the season, and the Stingers had their 3rd straight win, a 1-0 shutout victory over the Beavers. When we come back, we'll take a look at the other scores around the PCL as well as Major League Baseball from this afternoon and evening, right after this timeout here in the On Deck Circle on ESPN 1230.
Where can you find the Utah Jazz sitting next to the Boston Red Sox, sitting next to the Denver Broncos, just down the road of BYU? Fans! Only at Fans can you find the newest and freshest sports gear from all the great college and pro teams. Looking for a Utah Jazz jersey featuring the new colors? Fans has it. Fans has it. Trying to find a fitted baseball cap featuring your favorite team logo? Fans is the place. Fans is the place. Whether you're looking for hats, shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, warm-ups, jerseys, or duffel bags, you'll find it at Fans. You'll find it at Fans. Plus, Fans even has fun logoed sports gear and memorabilia, including signed basketballs, footballs, and jerseys from the best players. And remember, for all the new Utah Jazz gear, get to Fans for jerseys, golf shirts, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and warm-up gear featuring the new blue and white Jazz colors. Open 6 days a week in the Delta Center and all major malls across the Wasatch Front. Fans.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA. Schedule an immediate appointment.
Welcome back to Stingers Baseball. This is the On Deck Circle. Prior to the start of today's game between the Stingers and Portland, time now for our first check of the Abra scoreboard of the night. Looking for an experienced collision repairer? Well, based on an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass was the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule your appointment. In the Pacific Coast League this evening, And this afternoon, first of all, in the daytime action, it was Oklahoma edging Albuquerque by a score of 3-2. And the Redhawks continue to roll in the American South. They have now won 4 in a row. Sacramento, a winner at Tucson by a final score of 4-2, pulling the River Cats to within 2 games of the first-place Sidewinders. At Des Moines, Nashville scored 10 runs over the last 3 innings to erase a 5-run deficit as they defeat the Iowa Cubs today by a score of 13-8, a pair of home runs for Ricky Weeks. Former Buzz infielder Mike Moriarty homers for Iowa in that one. They're in the third, up by 5 in Tacoma. The Rainiers leading Colorado Springs 1-0. In the sixth at Omaha, the Royals are routing Memphis 8-1. Redbirds come into that ball game having won 6 in a row. Pitching for Omaha, the former Cottonwood High School star, Ryan Jensen. In the 8th inning at New Orleans, the Zephyrs and Round Rock are tied at 1 solo homers. Conrad for the Express and Harris for the Zephyrs, providing the only offense. And getting underway in just a little bit, besides this game, it'll be Fresno at Las Vegas. In the American League, they're in the 7th inning at Chicago. The White Sox lead Kansas City 4-1, but the Royals have loaded the bases with 1 out. After 5.5 at Minnesota, the Indians and the Twins are tied at 4. Former Buzz third baseman Casey Blake has homered for Cleveland. In the bottom of the 7th inning, I guess the lineup changes haven't made much of a difference. Tampa Bay leading the Yankees 10-6, despite home runs by Alex Rodriguez and Tina Martinez. Tigers are batting in the bottom of the 9th, trailing the Red Sox 4-3. Finals from earlier, Baltimore scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th to top Toronto 5-1. It was Texas walloping Oakland 16-7, and the Angels beat the Mariners 5-2. In the National League, the Cubs and Brewers are tied at 2 in the 7th at Milwaukee. In the bottom of the 6th at Houston, the Astros lead the Pirates 3-1. Nationals and Dodgers getting underway shortly. Finals, it was the Mets edging Philadelphia 3-2. St. Louis topped Cincinnati 7-3. Mark Mulder now 4-1 for the Cardinals. The Braves beat the Marlins 5-2. Chipper and Andrew Jones homered for the Braves. In 12 innings at San Diego, the Padres beat the Rockies 8-7. 2 home runs for Ryan Klesko in that game. And it was Arizona defeat San Francisco 6-2 as Brandon Webb raised his record to 4-0. And that's your Abra scoreboard. We'll come back and take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game between the Stingers and the Beavers right after this on ESPN 1230.
Every pitch, every hit, every game, all season long. Your flagship station for Stingers baseball, ESPN 1230.
Hi, this is Mitch Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. You've heard our ads for years. We've been handling automobile, personal injury, and medical malpractice claims for over 20 years. We've handled thousands of claims for thousands of people throughout the state. You're listening to this ad now because you love sports or have a favorite team. Siegfried & Jensen wants to be your legal team if you've been injured in an accident. Call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
Fresh taste salads. Sonic's got them, others don't. For a fresh, hearty meal with a southwestern flair, try Sonic's newest creation, the Ranchero Salad. Crispy lettuce, fresh tomatoes and carrots, topped with meaty chili, crunchy Fritos corn chips, shredded Colby Jack cheese, picante sauce, and of course, one of Sonic's signature golden onion rings. It's a unique addition to Sonic's Fresh Taste Salads. The new Ranchero Salad. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Taco Del Mar has a question. You like lunch? Start with a tortilla the size of a trampoline. Then pile on the meat, beans, veggies, and freak out on the jalapenos. Call the office. Tell them you're gone for the day. See ya. Head to beach, the mountains, the lake. That's Taco Del Mar, baby. That's your inner Baja. Feed it with a Mondo made-to-order burrito or a pile of ripping fish tacos. It's fast, super tasty fresh nuts with a bit of Baja attitude. Taco Del Mar. Release your inner Baja.
Drug and alcohol abuse, violence, and crime are among the top problems facing our children today. Prevention Dimensions, a nationally recognized program, gives students a strong foundation to resist substance abuse and violence.
To drinking and drugs. To violence and crime.
Prevention Dimensions. For more information, log on to utahpd.org.
Off the the starting lineup for this evening's ball game here in Portland. First of all, for the visiting Salt Lake Stingers, managed by Dino Evil. Leading off will be the second baseman, Alexi Casilla. Batting second, the shortstop, Casey Smith. Hitting third, the first baseman, Casey Cottman. Batting cleanup, the left fielder, Luke Allen. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, Jeff Mathis. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Brian Gordon. Batting seventh and playing right field, Nick Corno. Hitting eighth, the catcher, Ryan Buddy. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Adam Pavkovich. Pitching for the Stingers, right-hander, Dustin Mosley. For the Beavers, leading off the center fielder, Gary Robinson. Batting second, the shortstop, J.J. Permaniak. Hitting third and playing right field, Ben Johnson. Batting cleanup, the left fielder, John Knott. Hitting fifth and playing second base, Josh Barfield. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Ben Reisinger. Hitting seventh, the designated hitter, Bobby Scale. Batting eighth and catching, Michel Hernandez. And hitting ninth, the first baseman, Joe Gerber. Pitching for the Beavers, right-hander, Mike Bumstead. And we'll be back with the start of tonight's game right after this. You've been in the contact circle on ESPN 1230.
QS Murray, Salt Lake City. This is the ESPN Radio AM 1230. Worldwide nationwide leader in sports. A Citadel Broadcasting station.
At the intersection of power and comfort, you'll find the Kawasaki ZZR 1200 and ZZR 600 street bikes. The ZZR 1200 offers enthusiasts a superb balance of open-class performance and sport touring comfort. The ZZR 600 delivers an unbeatable combination of sport bike performance and nimble handling for daily commuting and weekend blast down the back roads. Both are derived from advanced Kawasaki Ninja technology, famous for its trademark raw power, while plush front and rear suspension smooths out each ride. These Kawasaki are whatever you want them to be. Commuter bikes, street bikes, sport tours. It's up to you. Stop by Plaza Cycle today and see the Kawasaki ZZR 1200 and ZZR 600 for yourself. You'll agree that they offer the best of all possible worlds. Plaza Cycle, 1379 West, 3300 South, or call 972-8725, or visit online at plazacycle.com. Plaza Cycle. Walk in, ride out.
The field is live. The starting pitchers have finished their warm-up, and the managers have exchanged lineup cards. It's time for Salt Lake Stingers baseball. So let's go to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Salt Lake Stingers, Steve Klauke.
Welcome once again to Salt Lake Stingers baseball on a cool windy evening here in Portland. It's the Stingers and the Beavers getting ready for Game 3 of this 4-game series. The Stingers have won the first two games by scores of 2-1 and 1-0. Beavers are on the field. Let's take them around to their position defensively. John Knott is in left, Gary Robinson in center, and Ben Johnson is in right. Ben Reisinger is at third base. J.J. Permaniak at short. Josh Barfield at second. And Joe Gerber is at first. The battery of Mike Bumstead pitching. And Michel Hernandez catching. For Bumstead, his second appearance for the Beavers. He's only made one relief appearance, 1/3 of an inning, and he struck out the only batter he faced. He earlier made 3 starts at Double-A Mobile, where he was 0-1 with a 3.94 earned run average. Beavers in their home whites with the red numerals and lettering trimmed in black. The Stingers wearing their sleeveless road gray uniforms with the red sleeves on underneath. Red numerals and lettering trimmed in navy blue. The umpires is assigned by the Pacific Coast League. Adam Dowdy is behind the plate. Kevin Sweeney is at first base, and Todd Titchner is the arbiter over at third. So we're ready to go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy as Salt Lake Stingers baseball is on the air for a Wednesday night here in Portland. Leading things off will be the second baseman, Alexi Casilla, batting .333, no extra base hits, and 1 run batted in. Casilla 2 for 7 so far in this series. So we're ready to go, and Mike Bumstead delivers his first pitch, and Casilla takes a strike in the inside corner at the belt. We're underway. No balls, 1 strike the count on Casilla. Switch hitter batting to the left side against the right-hander Bumstead. Pitch going on, chopped off the plate at the third base side. Charging his Reisinger, glove throws to first into the dirt. Scooped up by the first baseman Gerber in time for the out. Took a heck of a play at both ends to get the speedy Alexi Casilla. A 1 out. That'll bring up Casey Smith, the shortstop, batting .247. 4 doubles, 1 triple, and 7 runs batted in. Casey 1 for 7 in this series. 64 degrees, the game time temperature. With the winds, though, it feels like 59, they say. Winds up of the south at 6 miles per hour, blowing straight in. It seems breezier than that, though. There's pitch down the middle for a strike, and it's 0-1. Rain in the forecast, but right now none here at the ballpark. There was a sprinkle or two during Stinger's batting practice. The 0-1. Fastball inside the belt, evens the count at 1-1. Mike Bumstead, 6'3", 210, in his fifth year out of Cal State Northridge. Signed by the Padres as a non-drafted free agent in March of 2001. As the fastball misses inside for the right-hand batter, the count on Casey is 2 balls, 1 strike. There's parent club, the Angels defeating Seattle, finishing off a 3-game sweep for the Mariners today, 5-2. 2-1 pitch to Smith. Casey swings through a fastball that misses. A strike 2-2. That time Bumstead went with a high heat and got it by Casey. Bumstead last year, 1 relief appearance, gave up 1 run in 2 innings of work against the Stingers. The 2-2 pitch, low and outside, a slider. Backhanded by the catcher Hernandez, and that filled the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Casey Smith trying to get something going here in the first. The 3-2 delivery. Swung on, driven in the air to center field. Drifting back, Terry Robinson still going back. Now stops at the edge of the warning track and makes the belt high grab. Boy, Casey hit that one a ton, but Terry Robinson able to run it down in deep center field. That'll bring to the plate first baseman Casey Kotzman, batting .200. 3 doubles, 11 runs batted. One of those RBI, the only run driven in last night's game. So 2 outs, bases empty for Casey Kotzman here at first. Pitch on the way, and it's a fastball, high ball 1. 1-0 the count. 317 down the left field line here at PGE Park. 320 on the right field side. 405 to straightaway center. 1-0 pitch is drilled through the hole to right field, a base hit. Breaking ball hung up, and Kotzman yanked it in between the first baseman Gerber and the second baseman Barfield. And so here's Kotzman on at first base, and it brings up the left fielder, Luke Allen, batting .324, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 4 homers, and 18 runs batted in. 0 for 4 in this game. So the Stingers getting a 2-out single from Casey Kotzman here. Bumstead on the mound last year pitched at A, AA, and AAA during the course of the campaign, combining to go 5-1 between the 3 levels. First pitch on the way, and Allen takes a slider knee high on the inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. It was 4-0 here at Portland. In 18 appearances, 5 of them start. 3 of his 4 wins came as a starter. No balls, 1 strike. Bumstead ready to pitch. Allen takes low and inside to the left-hand batter. The count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the Stingers at 16-8. They've won 3 in a row. That equals their longest winning streak of the year. The only team in the league still in single digits in losses. Short lead at first for Kotzman. The 1-1 at home. Allen takes a breaking ball inside. The count's 2-1. A gathering here at PGE Park. Watching the Beavers and Stingers. Game 3 of the series, which will wrap up tomorrow night here, and then it's on to Tacoma for Salt Lake. The 2-1. Allen swings and chops it on 1 hop to first. Gerber takes the letter high bounce and steps on the bag to retire the side. In the top of the first inning, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner was left on the base path. So after 1/2 inning of play, it's the Stingers nothing, and Portland's coming to bat on ESPN 1230.
Hi, friends. This is Bill Begley from Vital Basics, and I want to send you a bottle of the best-selling supplement, Focus Factor, absolutely free. Now, why would we give away a free bottle of Focus Factor? Because we know that if you try it, you'll buy it. Focus Factor has nutrients that work with natural brain chemistry to support your memory, concentration, and focus. People all over the country say it's the best brain support supplement they've ever tried. Well, how would you like to try Focus Factor yourself absolutely free? No, we're not crazy. We're confident because once you try Focus Factor, you'll wonder how you ever got along without it. And that's why, for a limited time, we'll give you a full-size bottle of Focus Factor, a $75 value, free. You simply provide $4.95 to help cover the cost of shipping. Call now for your free bottle of Focus Factor. Call 1-800-334-0390. That's 1-800-334-0390. Limit one bottle per household. Again, it's 1-800-334-0390.
Wiener Schnitzel is proud to be the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Stingers. And to prove our love, we've got an exciting offer for all you baseball fans. It's Mini Mania month at Wiener Schnitzel. Right now, you can get our new mini chili dog for just 69 cents. Plus, come into Wiener Schnitzel and you can win a Mini Cooper or other great mini prizes. Think about that, over a couple of mini chili dogs. So stop by any of the many Utah Wiener Schnitzel locations for some mini chili dogs. But hurry, Mini Mania lasts only for a mini time. Only at Wiener Schnitzel, the world's largest hot dog chain.
The bottom of the first inning, no score. Defensively for the Stingers. Luke Allen's in left. Ryan Dortson in center. And Nick Gorno is in right. Adam Papkovich at third. Casey Smith at short. Alexi Casilla at second base. And Casey Kotzman is at first. The battery of Dustin Mosley pitching. And Ryan Buddy catching. For Mosley, this will be his fifth start of the season. In 22 innings, he's given up 24 hits, 12 runs, all of them earned. He has walked 11 and struck out 7. Mosley, 2-1 with a 4.91 run average. The PCL batting .289. Against right-hander Dustin Mosley, Gary Robinson will lead things off, and he takes a curveball over for a strike, 0-1. Robinson batting .288, 3 doubles, a triple, 1 homer, 7 runs batted in. He's 2 for 9 in this series. 0-1 delivery, and it's a fastball high, 1-1. This is Mosley's first start against Portland. He's been Las Vegas twice, Tucson, and Tacoma. A 1-1 offering. Hung on, little slap ground ball toward short, picked up on the short hop by Casey Smith, who threw across in time to get the Speedy Robinson for out number 1. Brings up the shortstop, J.J. Permaniak, batting .235, 4 doubles, 1 run batted in for Permaniak, who's 1 for 6 in the series. Stingers have already, in 5 games this year, won 1 more game against Portland than they did all of last year. And a 4-1 lead across the first 5 games so far this season. First pitch to Permaniak outside of the belt, ball 1. Overall, Permaniak 4 for 20 against Salt Lake pitching this year. Mosley winds the 1-0. Fastball driven deep but well fouled down the left field side. Right size, wrong shape for J.J. Permaniak, and that evens the count at 1-1. Dustin Mosley acquired by the Angels during the offseason from the Reds organization for Ramon Ortiz. 1-1 pitch on the way. Slider low and outside of ball. 2-1 the count on Permaniak. Mosley 6'4", 190 in his 5th year. 2-1. Fastball line towards left. That's hooking away from Luke Allen, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. Luke plays the carom, taking the turn for Permaniak at first. Throws to second base, and the throw way over the head of the second baseman Casilla, backed up by Kotzman. So Permaniak picks up his 5th double of the year. The Beavers have a runner at second base with 1 out. Brings up Ben Johnson, the right fielder, batting .217, 6 doubles, a homer, 9 runs batted in. And this is a Portland team you're afraid that they're going to bust out any moment now. They've got that first inning run here on Monday and have gone 18 straight innings without a run since. A runner at second base, 1 out. Johnson the batter, 2 for 7 in the series. The breaking ball misses low, ball 1. Mosley in his first 2 starts, each time out through 6 scoreless innings, but since then he's gone 4 1/3, giving up 6 runs, gave up 6 runs in 5 2/3 his last time out. 1-0 pitch, blowing outside, backhanded by the catcher Buddy, and the count's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes the count, with John Knott, the left fielder, on deck. Outfield fitted towards right for Johnson. Mosley with a check of the runner for Maniac at second. The pitch. Fastball just a little bit low. Ball 3. 3-0 the count. And here at Portland, artificial turf field all the way around with the dirt cutaways at the bases and the mound. 3-0 pitch in at the knees for a strike, and it's 3-1. And tomorrow night's game, also an 8:05 start Mountain Time. It'll be Clayton Andrews for the Stingers against right-hander Justin Germano for the Beavers. 2-1 fastball, roll out, 3-1 fastball, low and outside, ball 4. Now the Beavers have runners at first and second base. With 1 out, of the batter will be the left fielder, John Nod, upset with himself for hitting into that double play with runners at first and second, nobody out of the 9th inning last night on the pitch he said was very hittable. Nod batting .217, 8 doubles, 3 homers, 15 runs batted in. He's 2 for 7 in this series. Mosley ready, the pitch. Long on line, left field, base hit. Allen plays it on a hop. They'll put the stop sign up for Vermaniak at third. But now the Beavers have loaded the bases with 1 out. That brings up Josh Barfield, the second baseman, who struck out swinging to end the ball game last night. Barfield batting .227. 3 homers, 12 runs batted in. He's 0 for 8 this series. Well, the Stingers need a double play. They've turned 12 in their last 6 games. They need one here with the bases loaded and 1 out. First pitch to Barfield. Swung on and lofted into left center field. Probably deep enough to score the run. Allen in position, makes the catch. The tag by Vermaniak. The throw will go to third as the run comes home, snapping the 18-inning scoreless streak for Portland. And it's 1-0 Beavers. For Barfield, that's his 13th run batted in on the season. Johnson holds at second base, not at first. And it's 1-0 Portland here in the bottom of the first. Brings up Ben Reisinger, the third baseman. Reisinger batting .224, 6 doubles, 3 homers, 12 runs batted in. 1-4-7 in the series. The Perth Australia native waiting at the plate as Mosley delivers. Low and outside with a fastball, ball 1. I think the Beavers have been talking about is their inability to get the 2-out base hit to drive in a run. And they're looking at a similar situation here. Suarez at first and second, 2 out. The 1-0, a strike. A fastball on the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. In the loss to the Stingers on Monday, the Beavers took a 1-0 lead in the first. Still had the bases loaded with nobody out, but did not score again. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Fastball just a little bit low. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Adam Dowdy, famous for his small strike zone, and he's showing it again so far tonight. He likes offense, I guess. 2 balls, 1 strike. Johnson will lead at second, not at first, as the 2-1 comes home. Curveball punched into right field for a base hit. Charging is Gordeau, fumbles the ball. That will allow Johnson to come around to score. The throw to third base, and out at third base is John Knott. That'll be 9-5 on the throw out there, but the run does score at home plate on the RBI single by Ben Reisinger. So in the inning, 2 runs for the Beavers on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner was left on base. So after the first half inning of play, it's Portland 1 and the Stingers nothing on ESPN 1230.
No scoreless ties here. This is your flagship station for real baseball. The Salt Lake Stingers all season long on ESPN 1230.
Excuse me, up here. Jeff Hornacek here on the roof of this house to remind you that you may be sitting on your greatest financial resource, your home. but with America First Credit Union's new Home Equity Line Plus, featuring a low 5.50% interest rate, you unlock the equity in your home with a convenient Visa Platinum card that lets you consolidate debt, do home improvements, or even pay for a car. And the Home Equity Line Plus from America First has no annual fees and all the benefits of a Visa Platinum card.
Apply at any branch, over the phone, or online at americafirst.com. Variable interest rate as low as 5.50% is based on prime plus 0%. Maximum APR is 18%. Restrictions apply.
So, get on top of your finances. Apply for America First 5.50% Home Equity Line Plus today.
Call America First Credit Union today. Member NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Can I come down there?
When I walk into the coffee shop, they know exactly what I want. And that's why I keep coming back.
People feel better with someone they know and trust. That's why more and more folks are turning to State Farm Bank. Because it's more than just banking. It's banking with a good neighbor. State Farm Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. Some products and services not available in all areas.
See participating State Farm agents Suzette Carden or Sherry Hansen in Cedar City.
Second inning for the Singers, and he swings and misses in the first pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1. Now the 0-1 delivery, fastball strike, and it's 0-2. Mathis batting .373, 7 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 13 runs batted in. I think last night I inadvertently gave him a 10-game hitting streak with that 9th inning single. That actually extended his hitting streak to 9 games. One shy of the longest for a Stinger this year. That was by Nick Gorneau earlier. Now the 0-2 to Mathis. Way outside, ball 1. Yet to be followed by Brian Gordon and then Nick Gorneau. Outfield straight away for Mathis. Hitless in 4 at-bats last night, or should be 1 for 4. There's a fastball inside as he jackknifed to get out of the way, 2-2. Originally the base hit he received was scored an error by the third baseman Reisinger, but changed to a base hit after the game. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count on Mathis, leading things off the Stingers in the second. The pitch, high and inside, and that one did hit Mathis in the elbow. So Jeff will head on down to first, hit by a pitch, and the Stingers have a runner at first with nobody out. Brings up Brian Gordon, the center fielder, batting .288. 4 doubles, 2 homers, and 8 runs batted in. Well, Gordon the batter. First time that Mathis has been hit by a pitch this year. Chris Prieto leads the ball club, having been flunked 3 times. So runner at first base, nobody out on the first pitch to Brian Gordon. Low and inside the left-hand batter. Ball 1. Don't forget this year for every Stingers home run, Siegfried and Jensen will donate $100 to the Utah Special Olympics. Siegfried and Jensen, the law firm for accident victims. Stingers with 22 long balls so far this year for a total donation of $2,200. Now the 1-ball pitch to Gordon. Going on and grounded foul outside the coach's box at first. That evens the count at 1-1. Ryan 1 for 3 so far in this series. He did not see action in last night's game. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-0 Portland. We're in the second. The pitch. Ryan swings and pops it up foul. Coming back down to the roof out of play. The count on Gordon. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stingers return home on Tuesday, May the 10th, opening up an 8-game homestand. Starting off with a 4-game series against the Omaha Royals. 6:30 game times for all the night games. 2 o'clock for Sunday afternoon. It will be against Iowa. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Breaking ball low and inside again to Gordon. The count's even at 2-2. First 2 for Tuesdays. 2 tickets for the price of 1. The Stingers come back to take out Omaha. They're currently at 12-14, having lost 3 in a row to start today. But they're leading tonight. 2-2 to Gordon. Swing and a miss and a fastball. He struck him out. First strikeout for Mike Bumstead, and there's 1 out of the second inning. Brings up Nick Gorneau, the right fielder. Gorneau batting .315, 6 doubles, 1 triple, 1 homer, 10 runs batted in. And Nick had his 10-game hitting streak snapped the other day when he went 0 for 5 in the series, or in the game. On Monday, did not play last night. A 1-on-1 out now. As Bumstead turns and throws to first, sending Mathis back to the bag. Midfield, a double play depth. Now Bumstead comes set, glances over his shoulder at Mathis at first base. And now the pitch to the plate, and Gorneau swings and lines a base hit into center field. Played on the hop out there in center by Gary Robinson. Mathis will hold up at second base. Hit number 2 in the ball game for Salt Lake. And the Stingers now have runners at first and second with 1 out. The batter will be the catcher, Ryan Budde. Budde batting .268, 3 doubles, 1 triple. No homers, 4 runs batted in. 1 for 7 in the series. That 1 hit was a double. So 2 on, 1 out for the Stingers here in the second inning. First pitch to Budde. Breaking ball, broke late and missed high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Stingers pretty consistent so far this year. They're 9-5 at home, 7-3 on the road. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Budde swings and misses over a breaking ball. The count's even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the outfield pretty much straight away for Ryan. 2-0 Portland here in the second. Now Bumstead from the stretch. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball loop foul. First base side, out of play. And the count's 1-2 on Ryan Budde. Mike Bumstead last year, 9 relief appearances for Lake Elsinore, was 1-0. We mentioned earlier, 18 appearances, 5 starts for Portland, 4-0. He was 0-1 at 19 relief outings at AA Mobile. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Bumstead's pitch. Curveball low and outside to the right-hand batter. 2-2 the count. This is his 5th professional season. Only 1 year in which he really was a starter. Most of the time he's been working out of the bullpen. That was in 2002 at Class A Lake Elsinore, winning 10 and losing 10 for the Storm. Out 2-2. Fastball inside the right-hand batter. Now the count's full at 3-2. Let's see if Dino Ebel's a gambling man here. Runners at first and second base. 1 out. 3-2 ball game. A 3-2 count and a 2-0 ball game in favor of Portland. Now Bumstead ready. The 3-2 payoff pitch. Runners do go, and the pitch is popped up. It is shallow right field. The second baseman Barfield going back. The infield fly rule in effect as the catch is made. Budde is out. That's 2 down here in the second inning. Brings up Adam Pavkovich, the third baseman, batting .231. 3 doubles, a homer, and 2 runs batted in. Pavkovich 1 for 3 so far in this series. Actually 1 for 6 in this series. Adam playing third base on a regular basis since the departure of Dallas McPherson to the big league. Casey Smith also played some third, but it's primarily been Adam. First pitch swinging, 1-hopper right back to the hill. Flagged down by Bumstead, the flip to first, and Pavkovich is retired. The Stingers threaten but do not score. No runs, 1 hit. 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Portland 2, the Stingers nothing on ESPN 1230.
Play ball! And the home crowd's getting restless. There's only one thing you want to see at the plate. Carl Buddig thin sliced meats. With 9 great flavors like honey ham, oven roasted turkey, and corned beef. Buddig has the variety to handle anything your team throws at it. Convenience like that is always a game winner. And you know you can count on Buddig to deliver plenty of power in taste department. So pencil Carl Buddig into your lineup for a home run every time.
This is Jeff Diamond, and we're talking to the creator of Right Size Smoothies, Steve Bostic.
I just got off the phone with a woman who ordered Right Size last week. Her name was Joni, and she'd already lost 12 pounds in only 7 days, and she was so excited. She said this is the first time that she's tried a weight loss product that actually worked for her.
When you drink a Right Size smoothie, you feel like you're full, and that's what you're looking for, isn't it?
We call it the Hunger Smashing Smoothie. We've developed a cutting-edge appetite manager called Apamine. It's in the smoothie. You drink the smoothie, it knocks out your appetite. It helps you burn more calories than you take in safely and without being hungry, and as you know, that's what leads to weight loss. It's a great product.
You're going to let people try this for free for 2 weeks.
It's the best deal that anybody's ever offered on a weight loss product. You don't pay anything up front. You try the product free for 2 full weeks, see how it works for you, and either you lose the weight or you never pay for it.
Call 1-888-606-7419. 1-888-606-7419. That's 1-888-606-7419 for Right Size Smoothies.
The second inning, 2-0 Portland. It'll be Bobby Scales, Michel Hernandez, and Joe Gerber due up to face right-hander Dustin Mosley, who was touched for a pair of runs in the first inning. By the way, if you're hungry after the game or even during the game, bring your Stingers tickets to Sonic. Buy one delicious hot extra long cheese coney. You get the second one free. Scales swings and misses the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Watch it down to cold cherry limeade. Maybe get a side order of hot tater tots as well. It's not just good, it's Sonic good. 0-1 pitch on the way. That's the ball a little high. The count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Switch hitting Bobby Scales, batting from the left side against the right-hander Mosley. Scales 1 for 7 in this series. 1-0 pitch on the run, 1 pitch on the way. Misses outside of the knees. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Scales the only hitter over 300 in the Portland lineup. One of only 2 hitters batting higher than 235. 2-1 offering. Scales swings. It's a one-hopper deflected by the pitcher Mosley. The second baseman Castillo gets up and throws the first. Not in time. A bang-bang play at first. One-hopper back to the hill. Mosley got his glove out, couldn't control it, deflected it. And Castillo had to go a long way to his left, got there through the first, but Scales beat it by a lash. It'll be an infield single for Scales, and the leadoff man's aboard for the Beavers here in the second. That'll bring up Michel Hernandez, batting 193, 1 double, 1 homer, 7 runs batted in. He's 1 for 6 in this series. Pitch on the way is in at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. Portland lost their only left-handed pitcher on the staff today. Pitcher Randy Williams, quick throw to first. Scales back. The pitch to score his 9th inning last night is recalled by recalled by San Diego from Portland due to the injury to pitcher Woody Williams. Getting the throw to first, and the runner is back. Randy Williams now with the Padres. No left-handers on the pitch up to the Beavers right now. Gets that throw to first, very close. But Scales gets the right hand in ahead of the tag from Casey Conklin. Aaron purchased the contract of infielder Dave Hansen from Tacoma. He played just 4 or 5 games after being released in spring training. There's a pitch strike to the outside corner. Panini 0-2 to Hernandez. Mariners option outfielder Sin-Soo Choo to Tacoma. While transferring second baseman Pokey Reese to the 60-day disabled list. The 0-2 to Hernandez. Fastball, that one hit on his hands. He swings and bounces it off his front foot. So we'll hold the count at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Stingers trailing 2-0. We're in the second. As the Beavers snap an 18-inning scoreless streak. Mosley ready, the 0-2. Breaking ball, low and outside. Couldn't get Hernandez to go fishing after it. The count's 1-2. Yankees lose again at Tampa Bay. The 11-8 final, a complete rundown of all the scores on the Abra scoreboard coming up the top of the third. Again, a throw to first, this time not as close as the others. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hernandez, a Cuban defector back in 1996. The 1-2. Fastball grounded towards the hole and through into left field for a base hit. It wasn't hit hard, but it was well placed, and the Beavers are in business with runners at first and second base and nobody out. Brings up Joe Gerber, the first baseman, batting .061, 1 double, 4 runs batted in. Gerber with just 2 hits this season and 33 at bats, both hits this season. Game at Franklin Covey Field last week. So runners at first and second, nobody out. On a bouncing ball off the glove of the pitcher Mosley and a seeing eye grounder to left field. So Dustin in a jam once again here with Joe Gerber, the batter. First pitch to Gerber. Down low, the curve, ball 1. Greg Colbert, the Portland manager, coaching over at third base with hitting coach Jose Castro over at first. Now the 1-0. Swinging a foul back to the base of the screen. That evens the count at 1-1. And the Stingers taking the first 2 games of this series, and that keeps their streak alive of having not lost a series yet this year. They've won 4 and split 2. It could do no worse than a split in this series at this point. Now Mosley, the 1-1. Gerber takes the strike on the inside corner at the knees, 1-2. Keep doing that the rest of the year, you should be in pretty good shape to keep from losing any series. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Gerber takes a fastball inside of the belt, ball 2. 2-2 the count. Gerber, a Portland native. Maybe that bat at the plate, left-handed hitter. Time called as Mosley takes too much time out of the mound. After this series, the Stingers won't see the Beavers again until the end of the month. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. He struck him out. First punch out for Dustin Mosley, and there's 1 down here in the second. That'll bring us back to the top of the order, and Kerry Robinson, who grounded out to Casey Smith at shortstop his first time up. Beavers come back to Salt Lake May 31st through June 3rd, with one of those dates being a scheduled doubleheader that's scheduled yet to be determined. Then the Stingers won't see the Beavers until their final meeting in mid-August right here at BGE Park. 2 on, 1 out. The first pitch to Robinson from Mosley. Swung on, sliced towards left, coming in and over. Luke Allen is there, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. The time you can get Gary Robertson to hit the ball in the air, you've helped yourself. 2 outs. That'll bring up J.J. Permaniak, who hooked a line drive down towards the left field corner for a double his first time up. So 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the second inning for Portland. Winds have died down. Old Glory hanging limp on the flagpole out in left center field. 2 on, 2 out the pitch. Fastball outside the knees, ball 1. J.J. Permaniak, 22nd round draft pick in 2000 out of Lewis University, a Division II school in the southwest of Chicago. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch. Fastball down the middle for a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Mosley stares in at Ryan Buddy for the sign. Now time call. Mention the Angels beating the Mariners today, leading a 3-game series sweep. They go 6-3 on their 9-game road trip to New York, Minnesota, and Seattle. There's a breaking ball down low, 2-1. I'm sure Mike Socha has to be pleased with the outcome. They started the day with a 2.5-game lead in the American League West. Now the 2-1. Low, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Ben Johnson is due next. Infield back for Permaniak. Now the 3-1 delivery from Mosley. Swung on, lifted in the air to right center field. Bordeaux and Gordon circling the wagons. It's going to be a collision out there as Brian Gordon runs into Nick Gorneau, but The ball is caught to retire the side. I believe it ended up in the glove of Nick Gorneau, the right fielder. Neither Gordon nor Gorneau have shown the baseball as of yet. In the inning, no runs, 2 hits. And it was Gorneau who made the catch, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the third. It's Portland 2, the Stingers nothing on ESPN 1230.
More Stingers baseball after this on ESPN 1230 AM.
Don't you feel more comfortable doing business with someone you know? That's why you should give State Farm Bank a try. Because the same company that protects your home, your car, and your family can help with your banking needs. State Farm Bank. It's more than just banking. It's banking with a good neighbor. State Farm Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. Some products and services not available in all areas.
See participating State Farm agents Dan Price or Tom Earhart in Brigham.
Do you feel tired when you wake up? Do you feel exhausted during the day? Have you ever dozed off in a meeting or while watching TV? If you answered yes, you may have sleep apnea. Millions of Americans suffer from sleep apnea and don't even know it. The professionals at MedOne Medical can help you get the sleep you need. It is amazing how well you feel when you get a full night of refreshing sleep. Sleep Smart Gold is a proven program designed specifically for people with sleep apnea. Sleep apnea can be more harmful than just a poor night's sleep. High blood pressure and other cardiovascular complications are being diagnosed more and more frequently in patients with this disorder. A high percentage of these patients can be treated by addressing sleep apnea. If you suspect someone might have sleep apnea, call the professionals at MedOne Medical at 800-258-5329. With the help of a doctor, a program will be designed for you to obtain a golden night's sleep. Call MedOne Medical and find out how Sleep Smart Gold can help you get the sleep you deserve. Call today, 1-800-258-5329.
Third, 2-0 in favor of Portland. It'll be the top of the order due up for the Stingers. Alexi Casilla, Casey Smith, and Casey Kotzman to face the right-hander Mike Bumstead. Casilla bounced out to the third baseman Reisinger his first time up. Also time for our third inning update, the Appers scoreboard. We'll do that in just a moment because Bumstead's ready. The first pitch to Casilla on the way. Going on and slap foul down the left field side for strike one. Why is Abra Auto Body and Glass America's most recommended collision repairer? Maybe it's their commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train their technicians than anyone in the industry. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule your appointment. 0-1 pitch, slapped again, foul down the left field side into the Portland bullpen. Quickly the count goes to 0-2. In the PCL, Oklahoma beat Albuquerque by a score of 3-2. Red Hawks now won 4 straight. Now the pitch. Casilla takes a fastball, strike 3 call to the inside corner under the letters as he was leaning back out of the way of the pitch. Second strikeout for Bumstead, and there's one down here in the third. Brings up Casey Smith, who flied out to Gary Robinson in deep center field his first time up. Sacramento scored all of their runs in the fifth as they beat Tucson 4-2. Asheville scored 3 in the 8th, and 2 in the 9th to tie, and then 5 in the 10th to beat Iowa 13-8. First pitch to Casey, and Smith takes low, ball 1. At Tacoma, the Rainiers lead Colorado Springs 2-0 in the 7th inning. Now the 3-0 delivery. Kotzman takes a curveball in at the knees for a strike. 3-1 the count. Bottom of the 8th at Milwaukee. The Brewers, the Cubs are tied 3-3. Bottom of the 8th at Houston. The Astros and Pirates are level at 3. 3-1 pitch to Kotzman. Swung on full foul to the picnic area down the right field side, and that fills the count at 3-2. Top of the third at Los Angeles. The National and the Dodgers are scoreless. Finals, the Mets edge the Phillies 3-2. Jay Sow gets the win, then gets sent down to AAA after the game. Cardinals rout the Reds 7-3. A 3-2 payoff pitch to Kotzman. Fastball drilled up the alley in left center field. Going to scoot on the carpet and go all the way to the wall. Kotzman will take the turn at first and motor into second base with a 2-out double. That's his 4th 2-bagger of the year, and now the Stingers have a runner in scoring position with 2 out. And that'll bring up Luke Allen, who bounced out to Gerber at first his initial time up. Atlanta got home runs from Chipper Jones and Andrew Jones. Solid pitching from Tim Hudson as the Braves beat the Marlins 5-2. Braves have beaten Florida 18 of their last 25 meetings in Atlanta. And in 12 innings, the Padres beat the Rockies 8-7. Bumstead's first pitch, Allen fouls it back. In the NBA, after Fargo tied the game with 5 seconds to go with a 3, Gilbert Arenas, who all 48 minutes for the Wizards, gets a 14-foot jumper at the buzzer, and Washington beat Chicago 112-110 at the United Center to give Washington a 3-2 lead in that series. Go back to D.C. The 0-1 pitch to Allen, lines the base into center field. Here comes Kochman around third. He's going to be waved on in. Kerry Robinson's throw to the plate is cut off. It's an RBI single for Luke Allen, and it's now 4-2, and the Stingers won. Allen driving in his 19th run of the season, so a 2-out uprising for the Stingers cuts the deficit in half. Here's Jeff Mathis, who was hit by a pitch the first time up. 39 seconds to go in the first half at San Antonio. The Spurs with an opportunity to finish off Denver. Leads the Nuggets 45-41. So runner at first base, 2 outs. Bumstead's pitch. Mathis takes a curveball in at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. Allen 4 out of 5 of the stolen base department over at first base. See if he doesn't try to steal to move into scoring position here. Now Bumstead, the 0-1. Mathis ticks down the middle, and off-speed delivery, and the count's 0-2. Outfield straight away for Jeff. First round draft pick in 2001 by the Angels. The 0-2 pitch from Bumstead. Swung on, lifted in the air to center field. To Kerry Robinson in a couple of steps, now in 2 more to make the catch, and that retires the side. But the Stingers get on the board. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left. We go to the bottom of the third. It's now 4-2. The Stingers won on ESPN 1230.
The flagship station for Stingers baseball all season long. ESPN 1230.
At the intersection of power and comfort, you'll find the Kawasaki ZZR 1200 and ZZR 600 street bikes. The ZZR 1200 offers enthusiasts a superb balance of open-class performance and sport touring comfort. The ZZR 600 delivered an unbeatable combination of sport bike performance and nimble handling for daily commuting and weekend blast down the back roads. Both are derived from advanced Kawasaki Ninja technology, famous for its trademark raw power, while plush front and rear suspensions smooth out each ride. These Kawasaki's are whatever you want them to be. Commuter bikes, street bikes, sport tours. It's up to you. Stop by Plaza Cycle today and see the Kawasaki ZZR 1200 and ZZR 600 for yourself. You'll agree that they offer the best of all possible worlds. Plaza Cycle, 1379 West, 3300 South, or call 972-8725, or visit online at plazacycle.com. Plaza Cycle. Walk in, ride out.
Wow, that is amazing.
Pardon me, miss. Are you an Albertsons associate?
No.
Then may I ask what you're doing?
Checking the price.
You're checking the price.
That is correct. Oh, check this price.
What? Where?
Next to the sign that says check the price.
Oh, that's a very good price.
What did I tell you? Albertsons has lowered the prices on thousands of items shoppers buy most. So come on in and check the price. You're going to love what you see.
Hey, let's check these prices over here.
Sorry, pal. I work alone. Check the new low prices at Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
3-4-5 inning. You up for the Beavers here at third. Ben Johnson to lead it off. He walked and scored at the third. Takes the first pitch from Dustin Mostly down low for ball 1. 1-0 the count on Ben Johnson. Strike on the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. Johnson finally getting a chance to play at the AAA level after spending the last 2.5 years at AA Mobile. On the line to the 1-1. Swing and a miss. By the cutter, the count's 1-2. Some more injury problems for the Angels. I think even more severe than they thought. The 1-2 pitch is all the way back to the string, and the count's 2-2. Boomer Loney, who sprained an ankle, it appears maybe out for the rest of the season. They found he had torn ligaments in that right ankle. Surgery or therapy, either way, will probably miss the season. He good pitch, got it up the middle. Casey Smith, the sliding stop to his left, getting up and throws the first in time for the out. Nicely done by Casey Smith in short, taking a hit away from Ben Johnson. Going to his left, getting down on the carpet, and gliding to the ball, then quickly getting up and firing the strike to Conklin for the out. One away, that'll bring up John Noddy, single to left his first time up. Mike Socha. And one of those artificial turf injuries. Not happy about it. Curveball over for a strike going one. Same carpet in Minnesota where Dwight Law jammed his right shoulder. Right now the Angels with his two reserve infielders. Fastball inside, and that drill's hot between the 1 and the 5 on the back of his Portland uniform. Will's got gone down to first, 1 out, 1 out. That would be the third time it's been hit this year. Here's John Barfield over the first Portland one for the sacrifice fly. Mosley ready to dig. Maxwell to for strike 0-1. David McClanger can back up for Sean Diggins. Wilson back up. He'll play anywhere on the field. 0-1. Basketball outside above the knee. 1-1. Socha says because they look further into the organization if it needs history as far as the reserve infielder is concerned. Listen to Ron Clinton sitting on the bench right now. 1-1 pitch. Fastball in the knee with strike 1 and 2. Herman batting just 138 right. The names Socha mentioned are the two youngsters at Arkansas, Alberto Calasco and Eric Ibar, as well as Casey Smith with the Stingers. Here's a ground ball foul outside the coach's box in third. The count remains 1 and 2. Casey guy that drafted with a lot of future highly regarded prospects. But he keeps climbing the ladder along with him while the others were drafted in the first couple of rounds. Casey was a 34th round draft pick, but his name mentioned by Mike Socha. The curveball, the dribble back to the mound. Mosley's got it, goes to second for 1. No chance for the double play as the ball wasn't hit hard enough. Mosley, though, with a good throw to Casey Smith in second base, just to get the force out on top. So 1-6 on the foot out at second base. Barfield turns with 2 down. The batter will be Ben Reisinger. Singled in a run in the first inning. Also for the Angels, Benji Molina running the bases, but not yet at full speed. He may not be ready on Friday as they originally had hoped that he would be. Right now, his brother Jose Molina, as well as John Paul, handling the catching duty for the Angels. Go to first. Barfield back in safety. Really back to Rob Britt, batting 130. He's only appeared in 2 games since the 19th, but Mike Socha said he's not necessarily ticketed for a 6 result. The fastball inside, and that one hit. Reisinger on the left arm. And he's not too happy as he sails his bat over toward third. So Reisinger heads on down. Mosley still needs to get one more of the franchise records, you might recall. Back in 97, I believe it was. It wasn't 98. Frankie Rodriguez, not the Francisco Rodriguez with the Angels, but Frankie Rodriguez. Hit 3 batters, all of them in the first inning. Again, Memphis. They're swinging a foul back. 0-1 the count. It was like 1 or 2 starts after he had thrown a no-hitter. It counted 4 times in the past when Singer's a buzz pitcher has hit 3 batters in 1 game. The other did it for a longer period of time. Again, Rodriguez did it all in the first inning. Didn't get past 2 outs. Was being removed in that game. Pitch. Quick, and it's out in front of the changeup and tails, and the count 0-2. Obviously hit 3 batters in the game, and Martinez against New Orleans on May 24th in 2002. Also that year, Matt Hensley did it against Omaha. In 2003, Kevin Craig did it at Fresno. No ball, 3 strikes to count on Scales as Mosley deals. To the third. Nice one from Andrew Bunny to hold the runner. The count's 1-2. Scales singled off the glove of Bunny back in the second inning. You have to wonder how much longer they're going to swing on the bench. It's up to get him to some effect at this point. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Third ball, just inside the knee, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The runner at second, Barfield. Reisinger at first with 2 down. Bottom of the third, Portland leads the thing, 2-1. Now Mosley's 2-2 delivery. Swinger is foul at home plate. Still 2-2. Scales just got a piece of it to stay alive. Scales at the plate. County of Michigan went to the University of Michigan and now calls Roswell, Georgia home. 2-2. Second 3 ball. A fastball to the inside corner to Venetian, and that retires the side. No run. Still hits a couple of batters. 2 runners were left on base. After 3 completed. Now Portland 2 and the Singers 1 on ESPN 1230.
Hi, this is Ned Siegfried of Siegfried & Jensen. You've heard our ads for years. We've been handling automobile, personal injury, and medical malpractice claims for over 20 years. We've handled thousands of claims for thousands of people throughout the state. You're listening to this ad now because you love sports or have a favorite team. Siegfried & Jensen wants to be your legal team if you've been injured in an accident. Call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we know how much you count on your vehicle. So when it needs repairs, body work, or a new windshield, where should you take it? Go to America's most recommended name in damaged vehicle repair. That's right. In an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass was the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Why? Maybe it's our commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train our technician than anyone else in the industry, and every repair meets our strict safety standards. Maybe it's our lifetime warranty backs up all those repairs, or that Abra works with over 500 assurance companies nationwide to make your claims process a snap. Whatever the reason, Abra Auto Body and Glass is proud to be so highly regarded. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an appointment.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Hitters do up to face right-hander Mike Bumstead. Don't forget, if you have a youngster, 14 or under, stop by the Larry H. Miller Chevrolet store located at 5650 South State Street in Murray and enter them to win a chance to be the honorary fat kid at a Stingers game. Larry H. Miller Chevrolet. After all, you know this guy. Brian Gordon struck out swinging his first time up. As Bumstead delivers, and Gordon pops it up foul. Third base side, giving chase Reisinger. Will he have room? No, he can't get to it as it lands in front of the third base dugout for strike 1. Bumstead's last start came on the 21st of April at AA Mobile against Huntsville. Gave up just 2 runs on 2 hits in 6 innings and a no decision. Bumstead pitching at Mobile last year. That his future wife to be at the ballpark. The 0-1, low and inside. Backs Gordon away. That evens the count at 1-1. Later on in the season, he proposed marriage to her there. No, they didn't get married at the ballpark. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Gordon swings and pops it straight up. The catcher Hernandez tossed the mat aside behind home plate, and they'll make the catch for out number 1. With Brian Gordon retired, 1 out. That'll bring up Nick Gordeau, single to center his first time up. Then the preparations for the wedding, as well as the ceremony, Their tape for the Oxygen Channel's Real Weddings from the Knot reality series. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball, tap foul at home plate. 0-1 the count on Gornell. So if the Oxygen Channel then videotaped and televised Bumstead's wedding, I wonder if Oprah delivered a wedding present to them. You would think so. The 0-1 to Gornell. Her ball broke late and missed high, and that evens the count at 1-1. Angels today announced their April Players of the Month. No Stingers on the list. 2 AA players and a single A player made the list. The 1-0. Swing and a miss to the slider. 1-2. Like I said, 1-0, but that's what I get for looking at the scoreboard. The hitter of the month, Howie Kendrick at Class A Rancho Cucamonga. Irvin Santana at 5-0 with Arkansas. The pitcher of the month, and Eric Ibar of the Travelers. The defensive player of the month for the Angels organization. 1-1 pitch, little dribbler on 2, hops back to the hill, bumps into the first base side of the mound, has it, bounces it in, but a good scoop by Gerber saves Bumstead from a throwing error there. Almost like he was shot putting the ball instead of throwing it over to first, and it nearly cost him the out. 2 up, 2 down here in the fourth, and that'll bring up Brian Buddy, who popped up to the second baseman Barfield his first time up. 2-1 Beavers. We're in the fourth. Portland has out hit Salt Lake 5-4 so far. And tomorrow, the final game of the series, it'll be left-hander Clayton Andrews for the Stingers against right-hander Justin Germano for Portland. First pitch to Ryan Buddy. Fastball sliced down the right field line. Coming in and over Ben Johnson. A long run. Dives and can't get it. And it bounces by him, and it's going to roll all the way to the corner. Ryan Buddy around second base. On his way to third. And they're going to put the stop sign up for Ryan, who's at third base with his second triple of the year. As Ben Johnson tried to make the sliding grab, and when he couldn't make it, it bounded by him and rolled into the corner. So the tying run now at third base with 2 out, and the batter will be Adam Patchevich, retired on a comebacker to the hill his first time up. Well, the Stingers scored last inning after there were 2 out and nobody on base. For Ryan Buddy, it's the first time now in his career that he's had 2 triples in one season. Well, we're only in May. There's a strike to Patchevich, 0-1. He only has 5 lifetime. Let me take that back. He did have 2 triples in 03, just one with 2 different teams, Arkansas and Rancho Cucamonga. No balls, 1 strike the count on Patchevich. The pitch. Change up strike on the inside corner at the belt. Adams in the hole, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The outfield straight away for the right-hand batter. Buddy, the tying run at third with 2 out. Bumstead ready. The 2-strike pitch. Miller just walked with the bases loaded to push across the winning run as the Brewers beat the Cubs 4-3. That coming in the bottom of the ninth. 1 ball, the count on Casilla. The pitch. Swung on and foul. Back over the screen. Back into the seats. And the scramble is on for the Souvenir. As the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. A 2-2 ball game here in the top of the fourth. Patchevich with a good-sized lead. That right foot on the carpet, and he's sent back to the bag, banging it. Turn of the toss by Bumstead. One ball, 1 strike. The outfield is around towards left. The speedy Casillas. The 1-1. Down to the throw over to first base. The runner's back. Had him up, dumping his uniform off. Stingers will bust to Tacoma immediately after tomorrow's game to get ready for that 4-game series at Cheney Stadium that begins Friday night. The 1-1 from Bumstead. Casillas slaps one toward third, off the glove of the diving third baseman Reisinger, rolling back behind the third base coach's box, chased down by Permaniak. It'll go as a single for Casilla. The Stingers now have runners at first and second with 2 out. A sensational diving effort by Reisinger. He got his glove on it, but could not control it. So 2 on, 2 out for Casey Smith, who's flied to center and popped to second. So he's 0 for 2 in this one. Just 6 hits in his last 40 at bats. Casey's struggling right now. As Bumstead deals, breaking ball low, ball 1. As activity begins to stir now, the Portland bullpen. Right-hander up. I believe that's the former Stinger, Brandon Emanuel, throwing. 1 ball, no strikes. Bumstead's pitch. Fastball in at the knees for a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Outfield cheating in a bit for Casey. Now Bumstead, the check of the runner at second base. Pavkovich, the pickoff throw over there, but Adams back in standing up as the second baseman Barfield came over to take the toss. One and one to count on Smith with Casey Kotzman due next. Now Bumstead ready. The pitch. Breaking ball strike on the outside corner to Denise. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smith with 7 runs batted in this year. 1 of them coming against Portland back in Salt Lake City. Now Bumstead ready. The 1-2 to Smith. Long on, flared it down the right field line. A long run for the first baseman, and Herbert can't reach it. It hits the netting down by the picnic area in foul territory. Smith, the last moment, got his bat on it to stay alive. Derek Turnbow gets the win for Milwaukee. 2 wins and 3 saves in the last week. Had a heck of a run for the Brewers this week. 1-2 the count. At second base, Pavkovich, Casilla at first. Bumstead ready. The 1-2. The runners go. The pitch is popped up. Shallow center field. Gary Robinson camped underneath it. And he'll put it away for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Stingers get the equalizer. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They strand 2, and they've left 6 on base for the first 4 innings. After 3.5, it's now the Stingers 2 and Portland 2 on ESPN 1230.
Fresh taste salads. Sonic's got them, others don't. For a fresh, hearty meal with a Southwestern flair, try Sonic's newest creation, the Ranchero Salad. Crispy lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and carrots, topped with meaty chili, crunchy Fritos corn chips, shredded Colby Jack cheese, picante sauce, and of course, one of Sonic's signature golden onion rings. It's a unique addition of Sonic's Fresh Taste Salads. The new Ranchero Salad. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Taco Del Mar has a question. You like lunch? Start with a tortilla the size of a trampoline, then pile on the meat, beans, veggies, and freak out on the jalapenos. Call the office, tell them you're gone for the day. See ya. Head to the beach, the mountains, the lake. That's Taco Del Mar, baby. That's your inner Baja. Beat it with a Monzo made-to-order burrito or a pile of ripping fish tacos. It's fast, super tasty, fresh mix with a bit of Baja attitude. Taco Del Mar. Release your inner Baja.
Drug and alcohol abuse, violence, and crime are among the top problems facing our children today. Prevention Dimensions, a nationally recognized program, gives students a strong foundation to resist substance abuse and violence.
Too drinking and drugs. Too violent and crime.
Prevention Dimensions. For more information, log on to utahpd.org.
The longest pregame show in the PCL, Stingers Clubhouse. 90 minutes before first pitch, every Friday on ESPN 1230.
Now the Stingers have come back from a 2-0 deficit tie. It'll be Michel Hernandez, Joe Gerber, and Gary Robinson. The 8-9-1 hitters due up to face Stingers right-hander Dustin Mosley. Hernandez single to left his first time up. Takes a strike, a breaking ball off the knees. 0-1. He grounded one between Matkovich and Smith through the left side of the infield. His first time up. 0-1. Fastball high. 1-1 the count. Nova shut out Colorado Springs on 2 hits tonight. 2-0 the score at the Cheney Stadium. The Springs had won the first 2 games of that series. 1-1 pitch is fouled back over the screen and up into one of the suites. On the second of 4 levels of suites above us, the count's 1-2. Don't forget the Albertsons triple play for charity. Anytime the Stingers turn a triple play at home, Albertsons will donate $1,000 worth of groceries to the Utah Food Bank. Albertsons, a proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Stingers. 2-1 or 1-2 pitch. Little tap up the third base side. Patkovich charges, gloves, and throws the first. Just in time to get Hernandez by a half step. 1 away here in the 4th. That'll bring up Joe Gerber, who struck out swinging his first time up. Well, happy 27th birthday today to Stingers relief pitcher Scott Schneider. I believe he's one of only 3 Stingers players who have birthdays during the month of May. There's Gerber swinging at the first pitch and popping one up into left field. Luke Allen coming in and over towards the line is there, and he'll put it away for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Kerry Robinson, who's grounded to short and flying to left. Ben Schneider turning 27 today. Also celebrating birthdays later this month. Tomorrow's starting pitcher, Clayton Andrews, will turn 27 on May the 15th. And Scott Dunn will turn 27 on May the 23rd. 3 pitchers on the staff turning 27 this month, with Scott Schneider celebrating the birthday today. A great outing here on Monday with 3 scoreless frames. First pitch to Robinson from Mosley, a fastball outside at the knee, ball 1, just barely missed as the right shoulder of Adam Dowdy twitched, but the arm didn't go up. 1 ball, no strikes the count on the speedy Robinson. The pitch. Fastball, that does catch the outside corner of the knee. The count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The line by Mosley and the 1-1. Swung on and punched towards left, the base hit. Play on the roll out there by Luke Allen, and so Gary Robinson's aboard with a 2-out single. Hit number 6 in the ball game for the Beavers. So a runner at first, 2 out for J.J. Permaniak, who doubled and scored in the first. Flight out to right field in the second. Well, watch Mr. Robinson over at first. He leads the PCL with 14 steals. He was thrown out last night trying to steal by catcher Ryan Buddy. Only the 4th time that Robinson's been nabbed trying to steal. Good size lead, and that draws a throw from Dustin Mosley over to first base. Omaha beats Memphis 10-2, and again the former Cottonwood High School star Ryan Jetson gets the win for the Royals. Mosley's pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, down the right field line, heading towards the corner. Gordo on the run is there, and he'll make the shoulder-high catch to retire the side. So no runs in the Portland 4th on 1 hit. 1 runner left on base. We'll head to the 5th here at PGE Park with a score. The Stingers 2 and Portland 2 on ESPN 1230.
Where can you find the Utah Jazz sitting next to the Boston Red Sox, sitting next to the Denver Broncos, just down the road of BYU? Fans! Only at Fans can you find the newest and freshest sports gear from all the great college and pro teams. Looking for a Utah Jazz jersey featuring the new colors? Fans has it. Fans has it. Trying to find a fitted baseball cap featuring your favorite team logo? Fans is the place. Fans is the place. Whether you're looking for hats, shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, warm-ups, jerseys, or duffel bags, you'll find it at Fans. You'll find it at Fans. Plus, Fans even has fun logoed sports gear and memorabilia, including signed basketballs, footballs, and jerseys from the best players. And remember, for all the new Utah Jazz gear, get to Fans for jerseys, golf shirts, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and warm-up gear featuring the new blue and white Jazz colors. Open 6 days a week in the Delta Center and all major malls across the Wasatch Front. Fans.
Wiener Schnitzel is proud to be the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Stingers. And to prove our love, we've got an exciting offer for all you baseball fans. It's Mini Mania Month at Wiener Schnitzel. Right now, you can get our new mini chili dog for just 69 cents. Plus, come into Wiener Schnitzel and you can win a Mini Cooper or other great mini prizes. Think about that, over a couple of mini chili dogs. So stop by any of the many Utah Wiener Schnitzel locations for some mini chili dogs. But hurry, Mini Mania lasts only for a mini time. Only at Wiener Schnitzel, the world's largest hot dog chain.
The fifth inning and a pitching change for Beavers. Former Stingers right-hander Brandon Emanuel will come on to pitch. And for Emanuel, this will be his 7th appearance of the year. In 6 of the 3rd innings, he's given up 9 hits, 10 runs, only 5 of which were earned. He has struck out 11 and walked 2. Brandon is 0-1 with 7.11 ERA. The PCL is batting .290 against right-hander Brandon Emanuel. They'll face Casey Kochman, Luke Allen, and Jeff Mathis, 3, 4, and 5 hitters in the Stingers order. Pitch to Kochman, misses no, ball 1. Emanuel worked 2/3 of an inning against the Stingers on April the 25th, gave up 3 runs. They were all unearned. Kochman the batter, 2 for 2 tonight. Pitch low for a ball. At the count 2-0. For Bumstead, he goes 4 innings, gives up 7 hits, 2 runs, both turned. Struck out 2, did not walk a batter. He did hit 1. The 2-0 to Cotton. Swung out, and there goes. Deep to right field. That ball is up there. It's out there, and it is gone. A solo home to right for Casey Kochman, his first round tripper of the season. And the Stingers take the lead 3-2. Well, Koch had an outstanding batting practice today, and it's carried over to the game. As he's been hitting peas all over the place. His single right in the first, his double up the alley, left center field in the 3rd, and now that home run to right beyond the bullpen. And for the Stingers out in front the first time tonight at 3-2. Here's Luke Allen is 1 for 2. Krokenoff shows in batting practice. He picks low, ball 1. Beyond the bullpen, there's a tall old building, a health club here that's been here for many, many years. 1-0. Outside of ball, 2-0. And up about 4 or 5 floors, there's the room where all the treadmills are here. 2-0 pitch. Fastball high, ball 3. 3-0 the count. And Luke sent the scoring way up there, and it went right through a window into the area where the treadmillers are. Fortunately, I don't think anybody got hurt. 3 balls, no strike, the pitch. 3-1. Didn't take long for word to get around the ballpark about what Luke had done. Now, yesterday, Dino Eagle, while he was throwing batting practice, the Stingers manager said he'd buy dinner for anyone who hit a window over there. Fastball strike, little letters, 3-2. Luke thought that was high for ball 4 as he started towards first base. Well, it was brought up today after Luke did it, and Dino was going to buy him dinner for his efforts, and Dino said, "Oh, I said that yesterday, not today." Now the 3-2 payoff pitch to Allen. Long out and foul, back out of play out of the roof. The count remains 3-2. Stingers out in front by a score of 3-2 here in the 5th on the home run by Casey Kochman. For Brandon Emanuel to be greeted by a former teammate. Her ball waved at and missed. He struck him out. So Allen goes down swinging. First strikeout for Emanuel. That's the 3rd for Portland in the ball game. That home run was the 3rd surrendered by Emanuel this season. Now here's Jeff Mathis, hit by the pitch in the 2nd, fly to center in the 3rd. Needs a hit to extend his hitting streak to 10 games. Daniels pitch, breaks the ball over at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. Brandon Emanuel out of Panama City, Florida, Ridgely, now called Tampa home. Fastball, that's hit in the air to left field. Not going back. It's up there, and it is gone. A home run for Jeff Mathis, his third of the year. And now the Stingers have a 4-2 lead, and that's the way to keep a hitting streak going. So Jeff Mathis goes deep, and like with Kotzman's home run, on each case, another $100 goes to the Utah Special Olympics, courtesy of Siegfried and Jensen. So now it's 4-2 Stingers. The batter, Brian Gordon, who is counted fouled out in 2 plate appearances. Stingers with some long ball action here. It's been a while since they had homered in a game. The pitch grounded foul towards the first base dugout. Matter of fact, the last time before night the Stingers had homered was against Tacoma. Last Friday, Nick Gorno, Brian Horton went back-to-back at the inning. 0-1 to Brian. That pitch is low for a ball. That equals the count of 1-1. The Stingers have greeted their former teammate Brandon Emanuel rather rudely here in the fifth. Now the 1-1. Curveball outside. It's an 2-1 to count. Brandon trying the backdoor curveball, starting it outside, trying to bring it over the corner. Missed with it. The count 2-1. Second base Barfield out in short right, basically. There's a fastball inside the belt. Next Gordon away from the plate. The count's 3-1. 4-2 Stingers here in the fifth. They trailed at one point 2-0. Now the 3-1. Bringing a foul back off the screen. That fills the count at 3-2. Jeff Mathis can swing the bat, question is, can he throw? Once he can, he'll obviously start catching again, but right now he's relegated to a DH role. This is actually only his second game back in the lineup. 3-2 payoff pitch. Gordon swings, pops it up foul. First base side is going to find its way out the roof. You can hear that thud against the wooden roof here at PG Park. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Dark clouds to our southeast here as we look out from behind home plate. The 3-2 payoff hit. Breaking ball low and inside. Did he go around? No. His third base umpire, Todd Tischner. And so Brian Gordon receives the first walk of the game. Much to the dismay of the umpires in the green seats right now. They thought Brian went around. In the meantime, pitching coach Gary Lamp makes his way out of the Portland dugout at third, out to the mound to talk things over with Manuel. As Brandon so far has given up 2 home runs and a walk in this inning out of the 4 batters he's faced. Manuel last year 5-8 with the Stingers. With 3 saves, 6.08 earned run average, 38 appearances, of which 7 were starts. Manuel, 13-21 lifetime in his 3 years with the Stingers. Runner at first base, with 1 out. The pitch, there goes the runner. The pitch to the strike, the throw to second base is not in time. A stolen base for Brian Gordon. That'll be his first steal in 2 attempts. So the count is 0-1. And the Stingers have a runner in scoring position. Gordon fields second, so Nick Gorno at the plate. Who's 1 for 2. Now Manuel from the belt ready, the 0-1. Breaking ball strike, as he started it inside and brought it back over the corner, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Brandon Emanuel set for a couple of home runs. He's second all time in Salt Lake franchise history with 48 surrenders. And Shane Bowers with 55 gave up 4 during his Salt Lake career. The 0-2. Ball inside the right-hand batter. The count's even. It's 1, or excuse me, the count is 1-2, not 2-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, my fault for looking at the scoreboard and not my scoreboard. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Manuel with a check of the runner, Gordon at second base. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go around this time? Yes. His first base umpire, Kevin Sweeney. And so Cornell strikes out. The second out of the inning, both by strikeout. Late reaction by the bench, who didn't realize that he had been rung up. Now here's Ryan Buddy, who tripled the right field when Ben Johnson couldn't come up with the sliding catch in the fourth, and eventually scored on Adam Pavkovich's single to tie the game at 2-2. Emmanuel, we mentioned 13 and 21 as a Stinger, and 21 losses, fifth most in franchise history, tied with Chris Butchek. The fastball outside of the knee, ball 1. Mark Redmond now with the Pittsburgh Pirates. And he was taken off the hook. He left the game trailing Houston today, but the Pirates rallied in the ninth for the win over the Astros. Mark Redmond now with Pittsburgh. The 1-0 pitch, curveball grounded past the third baseman Reisinger down the left field line. Here comes Gordon around third to score. The ball in the corner, going to second base is Buddy, and he slides in safely. That ball got on Reisinger quicker than he expected and scooted by him. And so now the Stingers have a 5-2 lead. The batter will be Adam Pavkovic. So for Buddy, his 4th double of the year. And his 5th run batted in. Now the Stingers with a 3 spot here in the 5th against Brandon Emmanuel. Here's Adam Pavkovic, who singled to center field to drive in a run his first time up. The pitch. A little bit outside with a fastball to the knees. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And dark clouds above. It's not an official ball game as of yet. 1-0. Curveball low, ball 2. We can go at least 5 for it to become an official ball game. Of course, unlike the big league, should rain come, hold up play for the night, they pick it up from where it was left off and not start all over again as they do in Major League Baseball. That's something I just don't understand. Major Leagues ought to do what minor leagues do. There's a breaking ball, strikes the knees, 2-1. But it's never going to happen because that means they can reopen the ballpark at another date for an entire game and charge another admission. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on Pavkovic. Emmanuel deals. Fastball inside to the right-hand batter. The count's 3-1. Alexi Casillas due next. Three balls, 1 strike. Stingers leading 5-2 thanks to a 3-run 5th inning here. Now the 3-1 pitch. Pavkovic swings it, loops 1 foul into the seat behind the first base dugout. That fills the count at 3-2. Stingers now with 10 hits. 5 runs for the first time since the first game of the doubleheader on Saturday against Tacoma. 3-2 payoff pitch. Curveball, little flare, shallow left center field, but Robinson cutting over from his center field spot is there. And he'll make the catch to retire the side. But a productive top of the 5th for the Stingers. They score 3 runs. 3 hits. No errors and 1 run left. Halfway through the scheduled 9-rounder, it's the Stingers 5, Portland 2 on ESPN 1230.
More Stingers baseball after this on ESPN 1230 AM.
Play ball! The next time you're looking for a dominating performance at the plate, look to your fridge for Budig Deli Cuts. With our exclusive zip-pack slider, you know you can count on them to be fresh when you need them, game after game. And with 6 premium flavors, it's like being able to throw the meat of the order out there 2 times in a row. That's the kind of variety any manager would love. It's no wonder Budig Deli Cuts are such a fan favorite, and they're waiting for a tryout right now at your favorite grocer.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own. especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Time at the ball game. Pitcher Dustin Mosley for the Stingers will work with a lead as Salt Lake has a 5-2 advantage. It'll be Ben Johnson, John Knott, and Josh Barfield. 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up to the Beavers to face Dustin. Our fifth inning, middle of the game reset of the Stingers defensive alignment. Luke Allen in left, Brian Gordon in center, Nick Cornell in right. Adam Patkovich at third, Casey Smith at short, Alexi Casilla at second, and Casey Kottman at first. The batter, Dustin Mosley pitching, and Ryan Buddy catching. First pitch to strike to Ben Johnson, 0-1. Johnson walked and scored the first, grounded out to Casey Smith at short. His last time up. The fastball that misses outside, a ball, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Dustin Mosley delivers. Swinging a ground ball towards the hole at short, sliding backhand stop by Casey Smith, but he can't get his footing. And safe at first base on an infield hit is Ben Johnson. I was about to say this is where Dustin needs to have a strong inning, keep the momentum in the Stingers' favor by shutting down the Beavers, but he gives up the leadoff single here in the fifth. Here's John Knott, who is singled, and he's also been hit by a pitch. Stingers baseball brought to you in part by Karen Coleman, Pro Shop and Bowling Center, where summer bowling leagues are now forming. Call 233-1101 for details. First pitch on the way to Knott, a breaking ball to dirt, blocked by the catcher Buddy for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Only 1 game going on right now in the big leagues. Washington and the Dodgers are tied 1-1 in the 5th in L.A. We run down of all the scores on our Apple scoreboard. Coming up at the top of the 6th, the 1-0 pitch to Knott. Strike, the sinker in at the knees, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield a double play depth behind Mosley. Johnson, though, good speed over at first, draws the throw, and he's back in for the head first dive. 5-2 Stingers were in the bottom of the 5th. Again, the quick throw to first, and once again, Johnson dives back in safely. It's only 1 game going on in the big league. There's only 1 other game going on in the PCL. That's Fresno and Las Vegas. 1 pitch high and inside the right-hand batter. The count 2-1. Las Vegas leading 7-3 in the 5th. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hit, swinging, and a miss to breaking ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Barry Bond said he had to have his knee operated on again. That's the 3rd time this offseason. Now the 2-2, runner goes, curveball low and outside, the throw bounces and it goes all the way through into center field. Getting up is Johnson, he'll crack to third, here's the throw and it bounces away, and that's going to go all the way to the dugout, and here comes the runner trying to score, and he will. Wow, that was ugly. The ball being thrown all over the plane. Johnson will get a stolen base at second. He'll move to third on a throwing error by the catcher Buddy, and then score on the throwing error toward third, I believe, by Gornell. It was on Brian Gordon, but 2 errors on 1 play. And so an infield single, a stolen base, and 2 throwing errors produce a run here in the 5th for Portland. And it's now a 5-3 ball game. Now Mosley winds, time call just before he starts his delivery. Needless to say, at this point, it's an unearned run, but that could change depending on what happens the rest of the inning. Pitch on the way is blowing outside, and that's ball 4. So not exactly a great start to the inning, which Dustin Mosley needed to have a strong frame, although some shaky defense behind him hurt. So here's Josh Barfield now. He drove in a run with a sacrifice fly in the first and reached on a fielder's choice in the third. Mosley's pitch, a strike. Fastball in the outside corner at the belt, 0-1. Looks like there's a stirring of activity now in the Salt Lake bullpen in right field. Although no one throwing as of yet. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball outside the knees, and that evens the count.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now a short lead over at first. The pitch. Fastball misses high, ball 2. For the Stingers, left-hander Eric Sears starts to loosen up. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on Barfield. Mosley's pitch. Fastball hit through into center field, a base hit. Taking the turn but holding at second base is not, and the Beavers have runners at first and second and still nobody out. So the potential tying runs are on base, and it brings up Ben Reisinger, who singled in a run in the first and was hit by a pitch in the third. So just when the momentum was really flowing the Stingers' way, Memphis has come back to score a run, and they have 2 men on base, and still nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. It's now a 5-3 ball game. The Stinger lead is 2. Dustin Mosley far from being out of the woods yet. First pitch to Rising. Swinging a foul. Glancing off the glove of the catcher, Buddy, on its way back to the screen for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Infield, a double play depth behind Mosley. The 0-1. Swinging a shot foul down the left field side. The count's 0-2 as the third base coach and manager Craig Colbert had to duck out of the way. No balls, 2 strikes to count on Reisinger. Bobby Scales due next. So the big left-hander, Eric Sear, heating up in the Salt Lake bullpen, which is beyond the right field wall here. 0-2. Making a ground ball foul. Very protective swing that time by Rising. That one had some movement on it. He was trying to keep himself striking out. Got a piece of it to stay alive. That bullpen area in right on the spot where the famous incident took place back in 1992 when Rodney McRae, the outfielder for Vancouver, ran through the fence. The 0-2. Fastball high, and Buddy has to climb out of his trap quickly to pull that one back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Reisinger. 5-3 Stingers. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Mosley's pitch. Swung on, that's punched to the right field of base. It's played on the hop by Gorneau, who fires it back in on the wide of the plate. Stopping at third is John Knott, and now the bases are loaded with nobody out. And the run becomes earned with that. The batter will be Bobby Scales, who's 1 for 2, called out on strike. So the Beavers answering back. With the bases loaded, nobody out, and 1 run in here in the 5th. Stinger leads 2, and it's very much in jeopardy. So here's Scales. Here, not quite ready, or maybe he is. As Dino Abel, the Stingers manager, comes out of the first base dugout, and when Dino comes out, he usually brings the hook with him. Dustin Mosley has scuffled here in the 5th, 3 singles and a walk. Although Dino has not taken the ball away from Dustin. He just gives Mosley a pat on the back and says, go get him. So Mosley stays in for the moment. But he's in an all-out jam. Got the runner at third. Barfield at second. Reisinger at first. Nobody out. Mosley ready, and the first pitch to Scale. Swing and a miss, strike one. Good cutter away. No balls, one strike to count. Right-hander up in the Portland bullpen, but that's all there's going to be. They have no lefties on the staff anymore. The 0-1. Fastball upstairs, 1-1 the count. As Randy Williams was recalled today by the Padres. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Mosley ready. The pitch to Scale. Fastball just a little bit high. Ball 2. No place to put Scale. And the infield double play depth. They gladly give up the run to turn 2 out at second base. A ground ball to short or second. They may come home. The third or first. The 2-1. Swing the ground ball foul through the coach's box at first. And the count is now even at 2-2. 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the Stingers. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Beavers. This is where Dustin could use the strikeout of the pop-up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mosley's pitch. Fastball up and in, ball 3. And now the count is full, and a wide one would force in a run. Hale, quick hitter, batting left-handed against the righty Mosley. Dustin comes set, the payoff pitch. Swung on, fly ball, left center field. That's going to split the gap and go all the way to the base of the wall. Top will score. Barfield will score. Here's the throw to the plate, and safe at the plate is Ben Reisinger. It's a 3-run double for Bobby Scales, and the Beavers have the lead back at 6-5. Well, he didn't want to walk him and grooved the fastball, and Scales jumped all over it. And now Dino Evo comes out, and that's going to be all for Dustin Mosley. Well, you knew that sooner or later the Beavers team would wake up offensively, and they have tonight. Well, that's going to be all for Dustin Mosley, who cannot get out of the fifth as he ended the inning with a 3-run lead. Eric Sear will come on to pitch. We'll tell you all about him after this. 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
Do you always feel tired when you wake up? Sleep apnea is a serious illness, and if not diagnosed, could lead to serious health problems. 35% of all people with high blood pressure have sleep apnea. 83% of all people with uncontrollable high blood pressure have sleep apnea. And 70% of people that have had a stroke have been diagnosed with sleep apnea. Many people could reduce their chances if they were diagnosed early and got the help they needed to control their sleep apnea. At MedOne Medical, they care about your health and want you to have a healthy life. Can you imagine being diagnosed with diabetes and not doing anything about it? Call MedOne Medical today at 1-800-258-5359. Let them help you with your diagnosis and get you the help you need to have a happy and healthy life. MedOne Medical is the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold, a program created to help patients manage sleep apnea. Call 1-800-258-5329 and get on the road to a happy, healthy life.
Outlaw Eric Sear on to try to put out the fire here in the fifth. His 10th appearance of the year in 12 and 2/3 innings. He's given up 11 hits, 7 runs, 3 of them earned. He has struck out 8 and walked 6. Eric is 1-1, 2.13 earned run average. PCL batting .220 against the 4 left-hander from Montreal, Eric Sear. Sear working for the first time since the second game of the doubleheader on Saturday against Tacoma, when he pitched a scoreless inning. Gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned in an inning against Portland on the 25th, but still came away with a win. Now close the books on Mosley as he's responsible for the runner at second base. Michel Hernandez will be the first batter that Sear faces. He's 1 for 2. Fastball strike 0-1. So the Stingers get 3 in the top of the fifth to break a 2-all tie and lead it 5-2. Only to have the Beavers score 4 here in the bottom of the fifth to regain the lead, and they still have a runner at second with nobody out. The 0-1. Hernandez shows bunt. It takes low for a ball. Keeps the count at 1-1. Another rough outing for Dustin Mosley. He's had 3 struggles in a row after 2 outstanding performances in his first 2 starts. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Hernandez as the left-hander Sear delivers. Instead, he whirls and puts the runner at Scales back to second base. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Hernandez with Joe Gerber due next. Breeders 2 in the first, 4 in the fifth. Stingers 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 3 in the fifth. A 1-1 pitch. Quick and a miss at a fastball, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Hernandez. Here, once a member of the Padres organization, appeared in 5 games for San Diego in 2002. Going 0-1, pitch, swung on and lifted foul out of play down the right field side off the football press box along the first base side. The count on Hernandez, 1-2. First Portland State plays here on the Big Sky Conference. 1-2 the count. Runner at second base, Scales. He had a 3-run double a moment ago. He was swinging a fly ball down the right field line. Over to make the catch for no. He'll make the grab. Tagging at second, Scales to throw to third. High as Patkovich has to back off the bag to field it. So Scales goes to third. Twice now that Garneau has sailed to throw for third. So 1 out, Scales at third for Joe Gerber, who's 0 for 2. He has struck out and flat out in 2 plate appearances. Sear has allowed just 2 of 7 inherited runners to score. He inherited 1 here. Now that runner is at third with 1 out. Lefty against lefty here as Sear faces Gerber. The infield is drawn in all the way around. And Eric's first pitch on the way. The fastball high and inside, ball 1. Outfield pretty much straight away for Gerber. You say he's scuffling would be an understatement. He's 2 for 35 on the season as we speak. The 1-0 pitch, fastball inside, 2-0. But again, both of his hits have come against Salt Lake. Home run by Knott and a single by Scales have been hit off Sears. The Gerber hits, 1 off Luchek and 1 off Lee. There's a breaking ball in under the letters for a strike, and it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Now Sear ready, the 2-1 offering. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and the count even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the rally by the Beavers takes Brandon Emanuel off the hook. And actually right now he's the pitcher of record if the Beavers held on to win. Here's Gerber swinging, grounding 1 foul for the coach's box at first. Still 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gerber from Portland went on to play collegiately at Oregon State. The 2-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball up and in. He struck him out. First strikeout for Sear, the third for Stingers pitching in the ball game. With 2 outs, that'll bring up Gary Robinson, who's 1 for 3. Single to left field his last time up. Robinson a veteran of 445 Major League games played with Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, St. Louis, and San Diego. Originally in the Cardinal organization, picked up by Tampa Bay in the expansion draft. Was back in the PCL by 1999 when he shared the league lead with 9 triples as a member of the Memphis Redbirds. Robinson shows bunt, takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count on Robinson, who has a degree in sports management from Southeast Missouri State. Outfield, shaded towards left. Now Sears, 0-1 delivery. Breaking ball, that's in at the knees for a strike, and quickly Robinson's in the hole, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. We're at the bottom of the 5th. The Beavers have scored 4 and taken a 6-5 lead. Now Sear with his 0-2 pitch. A left toward short. Smith charges, gloves, and throws the first just in time to get the speedy Robinson. And that retires the side, but the damage has been done. 4-run score on 4 hits, 2 Stinger errors, and 1 runner was left on base. And after 5 complete innings of play, it's now Portland 6 and the Stingers 5 on ESPN 1230.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Taco Del Mar has a question. You like lunch? Start with a tortilla the size of a trampoline, then pile up meat, beans, veggies, and freak out on the jalapenos. Call the office. Tell them you've gone for the day. Head to the beach, the mountains, the lake. That's Taco Del Mar, baby. That's your inner Baja. Beef with a Mondo made-to-order burrito or a pile of ripping fish tacos. It's fast, super tasty fresh nuts with a bit of Baja attitude. Taco Del Mar. Release your inner Baja.
At the intersection of power and comfort, you'll find the Kawasaki ZZR 1200 and ZZR 600 street bikes. ZZR 1200 offers enthusiasts superb balance of open-class performance and sports touring comfort. ZZR 600 delivers an unbeatable combination of bike performance and nimble handling, daily commuting, and weekend blast down the back roads. Both are derived from advanced Kawasaki Ninja technology, famous for its trademark raw power, while plus rear suspension smooths out each ride. These Kawasaki's are whatever you want them to be. Commuter bikes, street bikes, sport tours. It's up to you. Stop by Plaza Cycle today and see the Kawasaki ZZR 1200 and ZZR 600 for yourself. You'll agree that they offer the best of all possible worlds. Plaza Cycle, 1379 West, 3300 South, or call 972-8725, or visit online at plazacycle.com. Plaza Cycle, walk in, ride out.
Well, the Stinger bats have to get back to work as they trail now by a score of 6-5. A 15-change for Portland as right-hander Angel Tovar comes on for the 10th time this year. In 10 2/3 innings, he's given up 20 hits, 16 runs, 12 earned. He struck out 7 to walk 5. He's 0-3 with a 10.13 ERA. ECL batting 408 against Tovar. Alexi Casino will lead it off. He's 1 for 3. Quick. This is the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Brandon Emanuel, 1 inning, 3 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. Double a home run, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. The 0-1 pitch to Tovar. Strike. Liner at the knees. On the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Those are Tovar. He took the loss here on Monday, giving up that run at the 10th inning. The 0-2 pitch, little inside-out swing, and he flares one into shallow left for a base hit, dropping it in front of John Knott. Alexi Casilla has his second hit of the ball game. The Stingers and their leadoff man on board here in the 6th. So runner at first base, nobody out. The batter will be Casey Smith. Casey 0-3, twice wide out to center field. Tovar making his 3rd appearance of the season against Salt Lake. Hasn't fared all that well, giving up 6 runs for the Bird on 7 hits and just an inning and 1/3. Field, a double play depth behind Tovar. The 6'4" right-hander delivery. Casey Smith takes the fastball high, ball 1. See the great speed over at first. We have seen him try to steal a base in the Salt Lake uniform. He was 1 for 2 in 7 games at AA Arkansas. Now Tovar ready, the 1-0. Fastball, that's a little high. Ball 2. 2-0 to count the right-hand batter. Tovar last year pitching for Cancun in the Mexican League. Was out of baseball for 3 full years, from 2000 to 2002. 2-0 pitch to Smith, double play, ball to third. Reisinger's got it to second, that's 1. Over to first, that's 2. Around the horn, 5-4-3, double play. And just like that, 2 outs and nobody on base for Casey Kotzman, who is a triple away from the cycle. He singled in the first, doubled in the third, and homered in the 5th. Kotzman, though, only has 1 triple in his entire career. That was in 2002 for Cedar Rapids. And Tovar delivered the breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. That cycle may be a tough one to get for Casey. The 0-1. Long out and foul, third base side. That one up into the seats. So Kotzman's in the hole, 0-2. Leadoff single by Casilla, but Casey Smith goes after a 2-0 pitch. Ground gets the 5-4-3 double play. 0-2 pitch. Kotzman lights one into right center field, a base hit. Ben Johnson over to get to it and hold Kotzman to a single. So Kotzman now 4 for 4 in the ball game. That'll bring up Luke Allen, who's 1 for 3. He singled in a run at the third. Now the catcher Hernandez out to have a word with Tovar. So after a couple of low-scoring pitchers duels, we have some offense tonight in the 6th inning. Beavers leading the Stingers 6-5. Salt Lake is out hit for it 12-10. Luke Allen the batter, and Tovar's pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. A big double play, hit it 2 in this inning. Taking the starch out of it. As the 1-0 comes home. Allen swings as he misses over a splitter. The count's even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Angel Tovar out of Caracas, Venezuela. Now Tovar ready, the 1-1. Swing and a miss, the breaking ball down and in. The count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tovar trying to put a 0 on the Stingers line score for the first time in the 2nd inning. There's a big breaking ball inside of the knees, 2-2 the key. Jeff Mathis, the designated hitter, would be due next. 6-5 Beavers. We're in the 6th. The 2-2 pitch to Allen. Swing and a miss at a fastball about chin high, and that retires the side. No runs, 2 hits with the double play. Only 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Portland 6, the Stingers 5 on ESPN 1230.
U.S. Murray, Salt Lake City. Quick, slow the crowd down. This to the ESPN Radio AM 1230. Worldwide News Sports on Citadel Broadcasting Station.
Hi, this is Mitch Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. We all know Utah is a great sports state. At Siegfried & Jensen, we have important sponsorship relationships with several college teams throughout the state, as well as with many professional teams, including the Jazz, the Stingers, the Grizzlies, and Real Salt Lake. In sports, winning is important. The same is true if you're injured in an accident. To help ensure victory, you need a winning legal team on your side. If you've been injured, call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
Where can you find the Utah Jazz sitting next to the Boston Red Sox, sitting next to the Denver Broncos, just down the road of BYU? Fans! Only at Fans can you find the newest and freshest sports gear from all great college and pro teams. Looking for a Utah Jazz jersey featuring the new colors? Fans has it. Fans has it. Trying to find a fitted baseball cap featuring your favorite team logo? Fans is the place. Whether you're looking for hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, warm-ups, jerseys, or duffel bags, you'll find it Fans. Plus, Fans even has fun logoed sports gear and memorabilia, including signed basketballs, football, and jerseys from the best players. And remember, for all the new Utah Jazz gear, get to Fans for jerseys, golf shirts, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and warm-up gear, featuring the new blue and white Jazz colors. Open 6 days a week in the Delta Center and all major malls across the Wasatch Front. Fans.
Of the sixth inning, it's 6-5 Portland. Eric Cedar to face J.J. Kermaniak, Ben Johnson, and John Knott, 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the lineup. For the Beavers, Kermaniak 1-3 with a double and a run scored back in the first inning. Here the Rivers low, ball 1. Final line on Dustin Mosley, 4 innings of work, 10 hits allowed, 6 runs all there, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 2 hit batters. He is the Stingers pitcher of record. 1-0. Quick to the miss. Kermaniak got in front of a changeup, and that's the count at 1-1. Time now for our 6th inning update of the Alvarez scoreboard. Here's 1-1 pitch. Kermaniak takes a fastball that slices the outside corner to the first strike. 1-2. Winfield pitcher cracks got you down. Let the specialist at Alvarez take the worry out of your glass replacement or repair. Call 1-888 USA number today to schedule your appointment. Here's swinging a 3-hopper to second. Can see it up with it. Simon across the first for the out. On a way, that'll bring up Ben Johnson, who's one produced. He has scored twice in the game. Got the 4-run rally of the fifth starter with an infield single. Casey went back at the ball, but then couldn't get his footing on the carpet and did not make a throw. Wisely holding out the ball, and that is stopped the throwing error. Oklahoma and Albuquerque 3-2. With Sacramento doubling up Tucson 4-2. Nashville thumped Iowa 13-8 in the second inning. Push one outside for a ball. Trails 8-3 going to the 8th. Nashville scoring 2 in the 8th, and 3 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th and 5. And scoring front to the 10th for the Rangers. Fastball down the middle of underneath for a strike, and it's 1-1. Golden shut out Colorado Springs 2-0. It's Omaha robbing Memphis 10-2 to end the Redbirds' 6-game winning streak. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the fourth right. Cornell kept up in this one now in a couple of steps, and he'll put it away for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up John Knott to a single. He can hit 5 hits, and he's hit. So reached all 3 times he comes to plate. In the Big Easy, New Orleans scored 2 runs at the bottom of the 8th to rally past Round Rock 3-2. Bottom of the 5th inning in Las Vegas, the 51 lead Fresno 7-5. Las Vegas with a 6-run 3rd inning. American League, Baltimore beat Toronto 5-1. Third ball strike lead, so the scoreless through 7. Lucas got a run at the top of the 8th, then the Orioles scored 5 at the bottom of the 8th. Eric Bedard out to duel Roy Hamilton. So 1 pitch is hit in the air down the right field line. Gordo, a long run, still on the move. Can't get to it, but it drops in foul. Counts 0-2 on up. Texas outs Oakland 16-7 and a 7-1 fourth and a 6-1 8th. Alfonso Soriano, Mark Gutierrez, and Richard Hidalgo all homer for the Rangers. The Angels beat Seattle and former teammate Aaron Seeley 5-2. Vladimir Guerrero with his 7th home run. A-Rod Francisco Rodriguez with his 7th save. Boston at Detroit 4-3. They beat the Yankees again 11-8. Pitcher pitch swing, and a miss by Knott of the pitch away. He struck him out, and that retires the side. The Beavers are up and down order for the first time tonight. As we head to the 7th, it's more than 6 to 5 on ESPN 1230.
Sports Stingers baseball after this on ESPN 1230 AM. Play ball!
Looking to pitch a perfect game the next time your home team gets hungry? It is time to go to your ace, Carl Budig. Nothing tops original Carl Budig thin sliced meats for case. With 9 great flavors like honey ham, oven roasted turkey, and corned beef, you'll know you have the variety to go into extra innings if you have to. And we're talking legendary Major League convenience with the ability to work your lineup from snack time to meal time. Hey, looks like you're in complete control with Carl Budig.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Now, back to more Stinger baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Moving off the 7th, the first pitch from Angel Tomar for strike 1. Mathis 1 for 2 with a home run his last time out. Stingers trailing 6-5. The 0-1. Swing and a miss for the breaking ball, and the count's 0-2. No ball, 2 strikes. Tomar looking sharp here to start the 7th inning. The head 0-2 on Jeff Mathis as the pitch comes home. Fastball outside, 1-2 to count. Line order, Nick Coronel to follow. Tovar pitch into the third. A ball, and it's 2-2. And now for the Zions Bank 7th inning game summary. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Portland. 5 runs, 12 hits, and 2 errors for the Stingers. 12-8 after 2 time with 3 runs top of the 5th. The Beavers claim lead with a 4-run bottom of the 5th. Stingers 7th inning game summary brought to you by Zions Bank. Zions Bank haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. 2-2. At the switch, fouls it back into the screen. Count remains 2-2. Finishing up that average scoreboard in the American League, the White Sox doubled Kansas City 4-2. Former Buzz catcher A.K. Pierzynski homered for the White Sox. Cleveland edged Minnesota 5-4. 2-2 again. Blowing outside with a breaking ball. 3-2 the count on that one. Former Buzz fan Casey Blake homered for the Indians in that one. At the 7th of Los Angeles, Washington now leads the Dodgers 3-1. 3-2 payout pitch to Mathis on the left. One out, there it goes. Deep to left field. That ball's up there. It's out there and off the scoreboard. A solo home run for Jeff Mathis. And this game is all tied up again at 6-6. So he put a crushing on that ball, banging it off the scoreboard and giving the operator a headache. So Mathis with a home run. His 2nd of the game and his 4th of the season. Well, we're back to square one. All tied at 6. Here's Brian Gordon 0 for 2. He walked and scored last time he came to play. Takes the fastball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Angel Tomar, that is the 4th home run that he has served up this year. His 2nd to a Stinger. The 0-1 pitch, fastball just outside of the knee. That evens the count on Bryant. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Tomar's pitch. Fly ball, right center field. That's going to be in there for extra base as it bounced all the way to the fence. Gordon around first, on his way to second base for the double. That's his 5th 2-base hit. Now the Stingers have the potential lead run in scoring position with nobody out. And activity begins to stir in the Portland bullpen. Nick Coronel, the batter. He singled the center of the 2nd. That's the demand of the 4th. Struck out swinging in the 5th. Tomar. Coronel is 0 for 1 this year. Are at second. Nobody up to pitch today. Watch the roll. Ball one. One ball, no strikes. For the Beavers, Ryan Falkenborg, a right-hander, starts the throw. 1-0 pitch, a fastball misses up there for ball two. 2-0 the count on this. So far, the rain has held off here at TP Park. 2-0. Gorno swings and pops it up foul. First base side, headed up the roof. The count 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. 6-6 our score here in the 7th. So far ready. 2-1 pitch to Gorno. Quick, and it's a fastball and 2-2. That one record 63 miles per hour on the speed gun. 2-2 the count on Gorno with Ryan Buddy due next. Tovar sets. The right-hander with a glance back towards Gordon at second, and now the 2-2 home. Fastball, that's lifted in the air to left center field. Robinson going back, still going back. It's up there, it's out there, and that one is gone. A long home run to left center field by Nick Gorno, his second of the season. And now the Stingers are back out in front by a score of 8-6. That one hitting the catwalk. About 30, 40 feet above the wall in center field. It's just to the left of dead center field. What a cannon shot. Off the bat of Nick Gorno. That brings Gary Lance, the pitching coach, up to the hill for Portland. Stingers and equal their season high of 4 home runs in a game. Also went deep 4 times on the 22nd of April at Las Vegas. And of course, with each of the home runs in this inning, another $100 is donated to Utah Special Olympics, courtesy of Siegfried and Jensen. So after a round-tripper drought, charity coffers are being filled again by Siegfried and Jensen. The Stingers back out in front by 2 at 8-6. The batter will be Ryan Buddy. He's 2 for 3 with a triple, a double, a run scored, and a run batted in. Nobody on, nobody out. Pitch. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Ball, 1 strike. Welcome Lord Thrower to the Portland bullpen. Tovar ready. A 1 strike delivery. Up high, that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. San Antonio about ready to finish off Denver. 95-87, the first lead with 44 seconds to go. Pitch, there's a broken path. Looper towards left, out on the run, stretches out, dives and hangs on for the out. Great play by John Knott, taking a hit away for Brian Buddy with an all-out dive, making the backhand grab out of left field as he raced towards the line. So 1 out of the 7th inning. As Buddy is robbed of it in. Now here's Adam Pavlich. He's 1 for 3, singled in a run in the 4th inning. Great effort by John Knott out in left field on that play. Now here's Pavlich, the first pitch for Tovar. He's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Danger waits to 0-1. Breaking ball, that's in at the knees for a strike, and quickly out of the hole 0-2. The bottom half of the 7th inning, the Beavers will have Barfield, Reisinger, and Scales due up. 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the Portland order. 0-2, Paskovich Quint into the air to center field, and Robinson coming is there. He'll make the letter high catch for out number 2. 2 away here in the 7th. That'll bring up Alexi Casilla, who's 2 for 4. Single left field his last time up. 2 out, nobody out, but 3 in for the Stingers here in the 7th. Now have 15 hits in this ball game. First pitch on the way, and it's high ball 1 to Casilla. Certainly made an impression in a short period of time since joining the Stingers from Findlay, Arkansas. 1-0. This is high ball 2. 2-0 the count. Obar's pitch. That's ball outside. Ball 3. 3-0 the count to see it. Casey Smith, 2 next. The 3-0. Going inside as Casilla skips rope, takes out the way. So that's ball 4, and Alexei drives down to third. 1 on. That's just the second walking issue for the Stingers in this game. And brings up Casey Smith. A tough night at the plate. He's 0 for 4. Trying to get to a 5-4-3 double play his last time up. Two out, so runner at first. That draws a throw over. Mentioned earlier, we've seen Casilla use his great speed on Bunny for base hits. He hasn't even tried to steal yet. Pitch. Casey takes the strike down high in the inside corner. 0-1. No ball, 1 strike. Clement and Sherrill combining in that 2-hitter for Tacoma tonight. On the schedule for the start to wrap up the series at Tacoma on Monday. No balls, 1 strike, down on Smith. The pitch. Fastball high and away. Snap go to first. And C is back into the right hand. 1 ball, 1 strike. Home runs in this ball game for the Stingers. They have 8 extra base hits, which ties the season best. 1-1. Fastball outside of the knees, 2-1. They have the 4 homers. 3 doubles and 1 triple. They also had 8 extra base hit against the Beavers on the 25th with 6 doubles and 2 home runs. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on Smith. The pitch. Worn on, it's popped up. First base side. Near the picnic area. Gerber does not have a play on. It's on the other side of the screen. Count on Smith is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The old configuration of the park before they put in that picnic area, that's an easy out. So there's hardly any foul territory on the right field side where the picnic area is now. Back to the old configuration from the old Beavers. We're here. That was the bullpen for the visiting team. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count on Smith. Tovar ready in the pitch. There goes Casilla. The pitch is high to throw to second base, and the head first slide is saved. The Maniac must have missed the tag as Casilla's head first dive had him coming up a little bit short of the bag, and he just did get his left hand in there. And booing. It looked like the throw was there. The glove was there for the tag, but the umpire not pitched the rule that Casilla avoided the tag. Now the runner in scoring position with 2 out on a 3-ball, 2-strike count on Casey Smith. Tovar ready, the payoff pitch. Fastball, top foul, behind home plate. Hernandez the mask off, but it's going to be on this side of the screen. So we'll do it all over again at 3-2. AC right now is in the throes of a slump. Five from his last 35. 3-2 pitch. That ball, he reaches out and slices one foul. Back into the seat down the right field side. So it's still 3-2. Casey Cuthbert, who's 4 for 4 in the ball game, is on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitcher Tovar once and will receive a new baseball from home plate umpire Adam Dowdy. Swinger's bullpen is quiet, so we may see Seal come out for a 3rd inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Tovar's pitch. There goes the runner towards 3rd and a ground ball foul outside the coach's box at 3rd. As you see, it's scampering towards 3rd base. Has to go back. And again, the count remains 3-2. One of those independent teams are operating off a playing spot in the final exhibition game coming up. There's a pitch, fastball inside, ball 4. So Casey Smith draws a walk. Runners at first and second base, 2 out, and that brings Greg Colbert down to the dugout. And that's going to be all for Angel Tovar as Brian Falkenborg will come on the pitch. We'll tell you all about him after this. 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
Hi, friends. This is Bill Begley from Vital Basics, and I want to send you a bottle of the best-selling supplement, Focus Factor, absolutely free. Now, why would we give away a free bottle of Focus Factor? Because we know that if you try it, you'll buy it. Focus Factor has nutrients that work with your natural brain chemistry to support your memory, concentration, and focus. People all over the country say it's the best brain support supplement they've ever tried. Well, how would you like to try Focus Factor yourself absolutely free? No, we're not crazy. We're confident because once you try Focus Factor, you'll wonder how you ever got along without it. And that's why, for a limited time, we'll give you a full-size bottle of Focus Factor, a $75 value, free. You simply provide $4.95 to help cover the cost of shipping. Call now for your free bottle of Focus Factor. Call 1-800-334-0390. That's 1-800-334-0390. There's 1 bottle per household. Again, it's 1-800-334-0390.
For Kentucky, and they're in runners at first and second with 2 out here in the 7th inning. Tigers have scored 3 runs and lead at 8-6. For Falkenborg, his 12th appearance of the year. He's 2-0 with a 1.13 ERA. Picking up just 13 hits, 2 runs, both third. In 16 innings of work, he struck out 11 and 1 time. PCL adding 236 against Falkenborg. And for Falkenborg, his 4th appearance of the year against Salt Lake. He's given up just 1 run on 5 hits and 4 innings of work. He strikeouts 1 walk. Casey Cox with the batter. He's 4 for 4. Only the second Stinger to have a 4-hit game this year. The other being Chris Prieto. Casey with a chance for the first 5-hit game. Swings it as a deep drive, but it's hooked and foul down the right field side. And out of play for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. He and the runner at second, Smith at first, both on from walk by Angel Tovar. 8-6 Stickers here in the 7th. The way this one's going, they need more. 0-1. Hudson takes a breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Hudson 0 for 2 against Falkenborg this year. Luke Allen due next. The right-hander checks to see his second. The pitch. Curveball waved at it missed. He struck him out. And that retires the side. The Stingers come back with 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. 2 runs were left on base. It's 7th inning stretch time here in Portland. Brought to you by America First Credit Union with the score. The Stingers 8, Portland 6 on ESPN 1230.
Hi, this is Mitch Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. You've heard our ads for years. We've been handling automobile, personal injury, and medical malpractice claims for over 20 years. We've handled thousands of claims for thousands of people throughout the state. You're listening to this ad now because you love sports or have a favorite team. Siegfried & Jensen wants to be your legal team if you've been injured in an accident. Call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
Excuse me, up here. Jeff Hornacek here in the roof of this house to remind you that you may be sitting on your greatest financial resource, your home. With America First Credit Union's new Home Equity Line Plus, featuring a low 5.50% interest rate, you unlock the equity in your home with a convenient Visa Platinum card that lets you consolidate debt, do home improvements, or even pay for a car. And Home Equity Line Plus from America First has no annual fees and all the benefits of the Visa Platinum card.
Apply at any branch, over the phone, or online at AmericaFirst.com. Variable interest rate as low as 5.50% is based on prime plus 0%. Maximum APR is 18%. Restrictions apply.
So, get on top of your finances. Apply for America First 5.50% Home Equity Line Plus today.
Call America First Credit Union today. Member NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Can I come down now?
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
We go to the bottom of the seventh inning. The seventh inning stretch brought to you by America First Credit Union. Click, call, or stop by the branch for any financial need you might have. America First Credit Union, their members' needs come first. Josh Barfield, Ben Reisinger, and Bobby Scales to face left-hander Eric Sear, who begins his third inning of work. For the Stingers here at the seventh, now has a 2-run lead at 8-6. Josh Barfield 1 for 2, drove the run with a sacrifice fly in the first. First pitch fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Josh Barfield, the son of the former Blue Jays and Yankees outfielder Jesse Barfield, who hit 241 Major League home runs in his 12 years in the big league. The 0-1 to Josh is low, and the count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Eric Sear begins his third inning of relief. Now the left-hander runs the pitch. Walk on, look toward left center field, but Luke Allen coming at it over is there, and he'll make the bill of the cat by cat for round number 1. Barfield retired. That'll bring up Ben Reisinger, who's 2 for 2 plus hit by a pitch. He has scored 1 run. Eric Sear coming on here. He's gone as long as 2 2/3 innings. That was in a loss at Tucson on the 18th of April. He gave up 2 unearned runs in that loss on his own 2 throwing errors. 1 out, Reisinger the batter. First pitch. Breaking ball is inside ball 1 as Reisinger jackknives to get out of the way. 1 ball, no strike. Now Sears pitch. Fastball in at the knees. A strike, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 8-6 Stingers here in the 7th. Hit. Bringing a foul back to the screen, 1-2. Red Sox right-hander Kurt Schilling told a Boston radio station that his ankle injury is a stress reaction, not a bruise. No indication as to how long he'll be out, but he hopes to start playing catch in a few days. On the line by Sear, the 1-2. Fastball foul back into the screen, still 1-2. Lance Berkman of the Astros, who had knee surgery in the offseason, will end his rehab assignment with Round Rock and join the team in Atlanta tomorrow. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Sear delivers. Inside it hit him. That's the second time in the ball game that Reisinger's been hit. That one catching him on the left shoulder. That's 3 hit batters by the Stingers pitching staff in the ballgame. 1 shy of the franchise record with 4. They hit 4 Memphis Redbirds on May 19th of '99 and 4 Fresno Grizzlies on June 16th of 2003. And now that brings the potential tying run to the plate for the runner at first, 1 out. Here's Bobby Gales, who put Portland ahead in the 5th inning with a 3-run double. He's 2 for 3 on the day. First pitch, breaking ball inside, ball 1. Dodgers had to put third baseman Jose Valentin on the disabled list with 3 torn ligaments in his right knee. They brought up Mike Edwards from Las Vegas. Take his place on the roster. 1-0 pitch to strike to the inside corner of the belt. 1-1. Michel Hernandez is on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike. Short lead at first for Reisinger. The pitch comes home. Breaking ball low and inside off the left of the catcher, Buddy. Rolls away, but not far enough away for Reisinger to try to advance. The count's 2-1. Looks to be a stirring activity now in the Stingers bullpen. And Sear at 2 1/3 innings. Blue balls, 1 strike. Now Sear's pitch. We're going to roll it toward short. Smith has it, goes to second for 1. Could see his really to first, not in time. Ball not hit hard enough to turn 2. The ball bounced in, and I think Craig Colter's going to go argue with Todd Pitzer that Garcia came off the bag before he caught the throw. It'll be a 6-4 force out on Reisinger, 2 outs. Gales at first, but the batter will be Michel Hernandez, who's 1 for 3. California state legislators voted yesterday to approve a measure that would force the Eagles to include a disclaimer on their tickets and advertisement that the teams play in Anaheim, not Los Angeles. If the Los Angeles Times reported, Assemblyman Tom Umberg said that his parallel companies putting warning labels on orange juice that contain no juice. It says, quote, this product contains no Los Angeles. There's the Eagles in their first year as the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Much to the dismay of many. There's a first pitch fastball foul. First pitch side off play. 1 strike the count. But it has drawn the attention of many. The publicity comes with it. Right-hander Mike Brunet is bringing the Stingers bullpen. He got the win here in the extra inning on Monday. Here the 0-1. Third ball inside of the knee. 1-1 the count. Pedro Martinez and Dominic Davis, both with the Mets, received their 2004 World Series ring today. Red Sox pair Tom Warner. Said that they got it yesterday from Warner. There's a top ball in up the letters. Just strike 1 and 2 to count on Hernandez. Dominic Davis, a member of the 2000 Buzzball Club, went to the finals, but he didn't go with them. He was playing for Team USA, winning a gold medal at the Olympics in Sydney. The 1-2. Walk on and popped up. Left side of the infield. Underneath it is Casey Smith. And he'll put the squeeze on it for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits. A hit batter and 1 runner left on base. We move to the 8th. It's the Stingers 8, 4-6 on ESPN 1230.
More Stingers baseball after this on ESPN 1230 AM.
Wiener Schnitzel is proud to be the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Stingers. And to prove our love, we've got an exciting offer for all you baseball fans. It's Mini Mania Month at Wiener Schnitzel. Right now, you can get our new chili dog for just 69 cents. Come into Wiener Schnitzel and you can win a Mini Cooper or other great mini prizes. Think about that, over a couple of mini chili dogs. So stop by any of the many Pizza Hut Wiener Schnitzel locations for some mini chili dogs. But hurry, Mini Mania lasts only for a mini time. Only at Wiener Schnitzel, the world's largest hot dog chain.
When I walk into the coffee shop, they know exactly what I want. And that's why I keep coming back.
People feel better with someone they know and trust. That's why more and more folks are turning to State Farm Bank. Because it's more than just banking. It's banking with good neighbor. State Farm for FDIC, equal house lender. Some products and services not available in all areas.
See participating State Farm agents Suzette Cardin or Sherry Hansen, Cedar City.
Play ball! When the game's on the line and the home crowd's getting restless, there's only one thing you want to see at the plate: Carl Budding thin sliced meats. With 9 great flavors like honey ham, oven roasted turkey, and corned beef, Budig has the variety to handle anything your team throws at it. Convenience like that is always a game winner. And you know you can count on Budig to deliver plenty of power in the taste department. So pencil Carl Budig into your lineup for a home run every time.
Here we go to the 8th inning. Singers with a 2-run lead. They'll have Luke Allen, Jeff Mathis, and Brian Gordon coming to the plate. The base right-hander Brian Falk scoring. The final numbers on Angel Dog. Inning in 2/3, 5 hits allowed, 3 runs all earned. 2 walks, 1 strikeout, and a couple of home runs. Luke Allen 1 for 4. Singled in a run back in the 3rd. It was the first run of the ball game for the Stingers. Walker towards first pitch, and Allen checks his swing at a high fastball. Did he go around? Yes. The third base umpire not pitched. We're in the count 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 8 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors for the Stingers. 6-10-0 for Portland. The 0-1 pitch, curveball strike to the inside corner at the knees, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Walking board ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball about chin high. So back-to-back strikeouts for Falkenborg. The first 2 batters he's faced. 1 out here in the 8th. Coming up, Jeff Mathis, who's 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs. We're trying to tie the franchise record of 3 home runs in a game. It's the 8th time to try to solve the franchise. The last player to do it last August the 13th here, Adam Rich did it against the Beavers here at PG Park. First ball strikes the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 8-6 Stingers here in the 8th. Walking board to the 0-1. Fastball strike to the outside corner at the knees, 0-2. You can help me call the action live here on ESPN 1230 as Great Clips Junior Sportscaster. Entered to win at any Wasatch Front. Great Clips location. You must be 8 to 13 years of age to participate. Curveball is lofted high into the night sky and shallow left. Shortstop for Maniac underneath it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the Stingers' eighth. That'll bring up Brian Gordon. Double to right center and score in the 3-run 7th. This run was the go-ahead run. 2 out, bases empty for the Stingers here in the 8th. On the way, fastball down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Falkenborg works the 4 Portland pitchers to looks like he really knows what he's doing out there. 0-1. Breaking ball inside of the knees, 1-1 the count. Going into the 8th in Los Angeles, the Dodgers still trailing Washington 5-2. 1-1. Swing and a foul back to the base of the screen, 1-2. Nick Johnson, the former Edmonton Predators homer for Washington, his 3rd of the year. The only other game going on in the big league, the only other game going on in the PCL is Fresno at Las Vegas. The board ready at the 1-2 pitch to Bryant. Third ball, foul over into the Portland dugout at 3rd. Now holds at 1-2. That game is tied 7-7. The Las Vegas batting in the bottom of the 8th with Austin Field. They're winning a couple of home runs in that game for Fresno. Indianapolis also went deep. 1-2 the count on Gordon. Fastball high, 2-2 the count. Looking to the bottom of the 8th, Portland will have Gerber, Robinson, and Maniac. The 9-1-2 hitters due up. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and a fastball up and in. He struck him out. So Falkenborg has come on to strike out 3 of the 4 batters at East Bay and sets the Stingers out in order. The first time tonight the Stingers are gone 3 down. We come to the bottom of the 8th. Portland trailing the Stingers at Salt Lake 8. The Beavers 6 on ESPN 1230.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
This is Jeff Diamond, and we're talking to the creator of Right Size Smoothies, Steve Bostic.
I just got off the phone with a woman who ordered Right Size last week. Her name was Joni, and she'd already lost 12 pounds in only 7 days, and she was so excited. She said this is the first time that she's tried weight loss products that actually work for her.
When you drink the Right Size Smoothie, you feel like you're full, and that's what you're looking for, isn't it?
We call it the Hunger Smashing Smoothie. We've developed a cutting-edge appetite manager called Apamine. It's in the smoothie. You drink the smoothie, it knocks out your appetite. It helps you burn more calories than you take in safely and without being hungry. And as you know, that's what leads to weight loss. It's a great product.
And you're going to let people try this for free 2 weeks.
It's the best deal that anybody's ever offered on a weight loss product. You don't pay anything up front. You try the product free for 2 weeks, see how it works for you. Either you lose the weight or you never pay for it.
Call 1-888-606-7419. 1-888-606-7419. That's 1-888-606-7419 for Right Size Smoothies.
Play ball! The next time you're looking for a dominating performance at the plate, look to your fridge for budded deli cuts. With our exclusive zip pack slider, you know you can count on them to be fresh when you need them. Game after game. And with 6 premium flavors, it's like being able to throw the meat of the order out there 2 times in a row. That's the kind of variety any manager would love. It's no wonder budded deli cuts are such a fan favorite. And they're waiting for a tryout right now at your favorite grocer.
Out of the 8th inning, Joe Gerber to lead off against Eric Sears. It's his 4th inning of relief. The first pitch is in at the knees for a strike, 0-1. No ball, 1 strike count. Gerber to be followed by Robinson for Maniacs. Here may be out there because the first 2 batters are left-handed in the inning, but Gerber crosses that up as he swings it into Looper into right center field for a base hit. Just his 3rd hit of the year, and they've all come against the Stingers. So the number 9 hitter gets the base hit. And so the leadoff man is on for Portland here in the 8th. That'll bring up Gary Robinson, who's 1 for 4. 1 on, nobody out. The first pitch to Robinson, a high ball 1. 1-0 the count. Left-hander ready. The pitch, fly ball down the left field line. Allen on the run towards the corner, makes the catch. For out number 1. Gerber retreats back to first base. 1 out here in the 8th. That'll bring up J.J. Maniac, who's 1 for 4. An email from a listener in Colorado Springs, Brett Kismar, wanting to know about Brian Speckman. He's now getting back into the swing of things and rehabbing down in Arizona from his shoulder situation. The first pitch to fastball high for Maniac, ball 1. He just now started doing baseball-related activity. Here, red pitch. Up high again, ball 2. 2-0 the count for Maniac. Activity's clean in the bullpen. A right-hander is up. That's Brunet, maybe for Compton. Count 2-1. That is Joel Peralta. Retired 1 batter on 1 pitches last night for his 5th save. Here ready, 2-1. Swung on and a high top fly behind second base. Shortstop Casey Gibbs giving everybody on it behind him, but he picks it up and throws to second base, pick up the 4th out on Gerber. That'll just be a fielder's choice, 6-4. The look routine in the scorebook, but it was anything but a high-towering top fly that Casey was back on with backpedaling. Looked like he was there. Went off his glove and bounced behind him, but it came straight up off the carpet. First, the runner at first, Gerber, Had the hold up. By the time he could get going toward second base, Casey had recovered the ball and tossed the second at the force out. Here's Ben Johnson, who's 1 for 3. Maniac now at first and 2 out. Pitch. A high ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 8-6. In favor of the Stingers. Without hit, Portland 15-11. Here ready. The 1-0. Inside. Ball 2-0 to come on Johnson. You want to go after this guy. You don't want him to walk. Look at the leading RBI man on this board that's not for the plate. Well, I guess he's not the leading RBI anymore. Scales with his 3-run double in the 5th has 16. Now it has 15. Up high, ball 3-0 to count on Johnson. Ends here a season long 3 2/3 innings at this point. 3 balls, no strike for Maniac at first. John Knott to next. Here's pitch. 5 ball 4. And now runners are at first and second base with 2 outs. And here is John Knott. He hit into a big double play in the 9th inning last time. He has an opportunity to redeem himself here. They're also throwing at the bullpen. I got to think that the tank is just about empty on Eric Sears. Plate umpire Adam Howdy out to break up the conversation. We peek towards the first base dugout. Still no sign of Dino Eagle pumping out. Now here he comes. And he's no more than 3 steps out of the dugout before he points to the bullpen. The yeoman's effort by Eric Sear. And now Joel Peralta has to come on. With 2 on and 2 out here in the 8th. Back after this, 1-minute timeout for a pitch change on ESPN 1230.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize that every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with insurance. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic difference. Bring your dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate misstep. So, even if you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Apple work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Apple, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-APPLE to schedule an immediate appointment.
Right-handed Joel Peralta on for a staff-leading 12th appearance of the year. In 13 innings, he's given up 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He has struck out 12 and walked 4. Peralta 3-0 with 5 saves and a 2.77 earned run average. BCL batting 174 against the 5'11", 170-pound right-hander from the Dominican Republic. Joel Peralta, he'll inherit the 9 runs on base for Maniac at second, Johnson at third, and John Knott will be at the plate. For Knott, he is 0 for 1 against Peralta this year. Joel finishing up his warm-up tosses, again he struck out. John Barfield on 4 pitches last night with the tying run at third in the 9th inning to procure his 5th save. His 12th appearance will tie him for 5th in the league. There are 4 tied at 13. Winston Abreu of Tucson, Mike Burns of Round Rock, Brancalis Osoria of Las Vegas, and Jermaine Van Buren of Iowa. 2 on, 2 out. Peralta ready to face John Knott, who is hit by a pitch, walked and struck out. He's officially 1 for 2 with 1 run scored. Peralta ready. First pitch to Knott. Inside and it hit him and the bases are loaded. And that ties a franchise record. That's the fourth batter that the Stingers pitching staff has hit in this game. Wanted to come inside on the first pitch, but came in too far. And now hits Josh Barfield, who's 1 through 3 with an RBI and a sacrifice fly in the first. We mentioned earlier, twice before in the franchise history, pitchers have hit 4 batters in a game. But now, for Maniacs at third, Johnson the tying run at second, not the lead run at first, with 2 outs here in the 8th. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball outside. Backhanded by the catcher, Buddy. Ball 1. Here responsible for the runners at second and third. 1 ball, no strikes on Barfield. The outfield straight away. The infield is back. The 1-0 pitch on the way. They're again low and outside. Ball 2. No place to put Barfield. Two balls, no strikes. Right-hander ready. The pitch. Swung out on a high fly ball, left field. Back is Allen at the wall, at the warning track, and he missed it. 3 runs are going to score. And on at second base is Josh Barfield. That's going to be a 3-run double. Allen was over to the corner and the wall, and then realized that the ball was about 10 feet to his left at the last moment. He lunged and couldn't get it. Again for the Beavers, and they take the lead back at 9-8. Wow. This would be a tough one to take. Ball was fighting back. The Stingers are done. There's a pitch high and inside. Ball 1. I don't know. It's a local save for Toronto. He will be in danger of the lawn. That's the second 3-run double of the game for the Beavers. Quick, I missed the counts 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Closes the books on season 3 2/3. 1 hit, 2-run third, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and a hit batter. 1-0, or the 1-1 strike call, it's 1-2. Again, Allen got there, but went towards the corner a little too far. And had to come back to his left. By the time he could get there, it was too late. So it's 9-8 Portland here in the bottom of the 8th. The 1-2 pitch now back into the string, and it's 1-2. Looking to the 9th inning, it'll be Gorno, Bunny, and Pavkovich 2 up. Stingers down 2, came back to lead 3, trailed by 1, came back to lead by 2, and now they're down 1 again. Also ready, and the 1-2 pitch. Inside with a fastball, 2-2 the count. 4 hit batters tonight. By Stingers pitching, but it's the first one that's turned into a run. 2-2 rising. Third ball, moving foul into the seats. The first base side, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Rising to check to make sure his bat is still in one piece. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, but 3 runs in for the Beavers here in the 8th. Also ready. Pitch. And that hit him. That's the 5th hit batter by the Stingers in the game, and that's a new franchise record. Wow. That'll bring up Bobby Scales, who's 2 for 4. So 2 on. 2 out, Scales the batter. Now pitching coach Bryn Smith going to the mound. A rare rough outing for Joel Peraltes. He faced 3 batters, hit 1, gave up a 3-run double to the next, and now has hit another. Activity in the Portland bullpen. As their closer, Brad Baker, is up. We've recorded all 6 of the Beavers saves. So 2 on, 2 out. And 3 in. Here in the bottom of the 8th. They're also ready in the first pitch to Scales. Going inside, a ball 1-0. Scales, the man to come to bat the inning. They're also ready. 0-1. Swung out and swiped the foul. On a play down the left field side, high up to the seat. Out of here, 1 ball for 1 strike. Right now, the pitchers of record are also for the Stingers and Malcolm Ford for the Beavers. Ball 1 strike. Pitch. Foul. Into the right of the plate. 1-2 to count on Scales. Yeah, it all started with a lead on 6. And then actually there were 2 outs and a runner at first. But then Johnson was walked. Not hit by a baseman. Marv Peace with a 3-run double. 1-2 swing and a miss. He struck him out. But damage has been done. 3 runs on 2 hits. No errors and 2 runners on the base pass. As we head to the top of the 9th, it's now Portland 9 and the Stingers 8 on ESPN 1230.
Every pitch, every hit, every save, all season long. Your flagship station for Stingers baseball, ESPN 1230.
Casa Del Mar has a question. You like lunch? Start with a tortilla the size of a crampling, then pile on meat, beans, veggies, and freak out jalapenos. The office gone for the day. Head speed, the mountains, the lake. That's Taco Del Mar, baby. That's your inner Baja. With a Taco, make it order burrito or try a terrific fish taco. It's fast, super tasty, fresh match with a Baja. Taco Del Mar. Release your inner Baja.
You always get tired when you wake up. Sleep apnea is a serious illness, and it's not diagnosed to lead to serious health problems. 35% of all people with high blood pressure have sleep apnea. 83% of all people with uncontrolled high blood pressure have sleep apnea. 70% of people that have had a stroke have been diagnosed with sleep apnea. Many people could reduce their chances if they were diagnosed early and got the help they needed to control their sleep apnea. At Medwood Medical, they care about your health and want you to have a healthy life. Can you imagine being diagnosed with diabetes and not doing anything about it? Medwood Medical today is 1-800-258-5329. Let them help you with your diagnosis and get you the help you need to have a happy and healthy life. Medwood Medical is the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold, a program created to help patients manage sleep apnea. Call 1-800-258-5329 and get on the road to a happy, healthy life.
Stingers need at least 1 as they trail 9-8 heading into the 9th inning. Cornell, Ryan Buddy, and Adam Pastovich to face the closer. Brad Baker for Portland is making his 11th appearance in 9 2/3 innings. Only 5 hits allowed, 7 runs all there, and he struck out 12 and walked 11. He's 0-1. First pitch outside of the knees, ball 1. That loss tagged to him. And he gave up 4 runs in the 9th inning at Salt Lake a week ago yesterday. A 1-0 to Gorneau. Low for a ball, 2-0. Nick 2 for 4, including a long home run. Left center field his last time up. 2 balls, no strikes on Gorneau as Baker deals. Quick, a miss at a fastball, 2-1. Baker does have all 6 saves recorded by the Beavers staff this year. 1 out of the league lead, held by Mike Burns at Round Rock. 2-1 pitch, grounded through the middle and into center field. A base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard for the Stingers here in the ninth. Gorneau has his 3rd hit. The batter will be Ryan Buddy, who has doubled and tripled in this game. He's 2 for 4. And 16th is the ball game for Salt Lake. Runner at first, nobody out. Outfield backing up for Buddy as they don't want a ball to get through the gap. Possibly Gorneau to score from first base. Also keep the potential go-ahead run getting into scoring position on a hit. Now the runner at first base. 0 for 3 in the stolen base department. Whirring around the butt is Buddy, but a throw over to first base. And Gorneau diving back in. There's no one. Las Vegas in the ninth, all tied at 7. Now Baker's pitch, but at first base side, it's a good one. The only play for Baker will be the first. A successful sacrifice, 1-4 by Ryan Buddy, so 1 out. Tying run at second base for Adam Petkovich, but Curtis Pride has picked up a bat and will pinch hit for Petkovich. Curtis Pride pinch hitting here. Only the 2nd time all season that the Stinger skipper Dino Evil has used a pinch hitter. Adam Petkovich was the other. He was retired. Curtis Pride with hit here. Pride comes in batting .358. 7 doubles, a triple, 6 homers, 24 runs batted. So Pride to pitch in for the Stingers here with a 9-run at second base. Curtis driving in the game winner here on Monday. That's his only hit in 8 at-bats in the series. Pride walked the only time he faced Baker this year. Barfield out in short right field at second base. First pitch, Pride inside of the knee, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Outfield now pretty much fit away in the outfield. Baker ready for 1-0. Going inside into the dirt for the catcher. Hernandez sliding across to his right. Keep that potential tying run from getting to third. 2 balls, no strikes. Lexi Casilla on deck. 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball low and inside. It's 3-0. Even bases. Intentional pass here. Dangerous right at the plate. If they turn him loose on 3-0. Baker ready. The pitch. Low and inside. He walked it. Now runners are at first and second with 1 out, and that brings up Alexi Casilla. The youngster 2 for 4 plus a walk. That's just 1 run batted it so far as a Stinger. This is his 6th game. Gorneau at second. Pride at first with 1 out. Guard against the bunt. RP for a base hit, not a sacrifice. Reisinger equal with the bag at third. First pitch to Casillas. Swung on, running toward second. Barfield's got it. Tags the runner and throws to first. The game is over on the double play.
Curtis Pride arguing that he was not tagged. But to no avail. No runs, one hit. One left. Final score, Portland 9, the Stingers 8 on ESPN 1230.
This has been Salt Lake Stingers baseball. Stay tuned for a complete wrap-up of tonight's game. The 10th inning show is coming up next on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM. Intersection of power and comfort. You'll find the Kawasaki ZZR 1200 and ZZR 600 street bikes. The ZZR 1200 offers enthusiasts a superb balance of multi-class performance and sport touring comfort. The ZZR 600 delivers an unbeatable combination of sport bike performance and nimble handling for daily commuting and weekend blast down the back roads. Both are derived from advanced Kawasaki Ninja technology, famous for its trademark raw power, while front and rear suspension smooths out each ride. These Kawasaki's are whatever you want them to be. Commuter bikes, street bikes, sport tours, it's up to you. Stop by Plaza Cycles today and see the Kawasaki ZZR 1200 and ZZR 600 for yourself. You'll agree that they offer the best of all possible worlds. Plaza Cycle, 1379 West, 3300 South, or call 972-725. Visit online at plazacycle.com. Plaza Cycle, walk in, ride out. The game is over, and the fans are returning the ballpark. It's time now for the 10th inning show. A complete wrap-up of tonight's game with a look at the rest of the Pacific Coast League and Major League Baseball. This is the 10th inning show on ESPN 1230 AM. Now let's go back to the ballpark with the voice of the Stingers, Steve Clarkey.
Stingers kept falling behind, kept regaining the lead, but gave it up in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the Beavers claimed their first win of this series by scoring 9-8. The final total, 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors in Portland. They left 10 men on base. The Stingers 8 runs on 16 hits. 2 errors. They also, actually, they stranded 11 runners on base. Winning pitcher, Brian Falkenborg, now 3-0 on the season. The losing pitcher, Joel Peralta, 3-1. Brad Baker, after save, is 7th for the year. 1,993. Paid attendance in this one. And the Sixers have taken the lead on 3 runs in the 7th. There's still a homer by Jeff Mathis and a 2-run blast by Nick Corneau. But in the 8th, with a runner in first and 2 out, Eric Sear walked Ben Johnson on 4 pitches. Now Peralta came on and hit John Knott with the first pitch he threw to load the bases. After the count 2-0, John Barfield at a high tower fly near the wall and left. Luke Allen drifting towards the corner. Then at the last minute realized the ball was actually going to come down about 10 feet to his left. He lunged over, got a glove on it, but could not control it. And 3 runs scored, including the eventual winning run. As the Beavers go to 12-13 on the year, while the Stingers drop to 16-9, dropping their lead over the Beavers to 4 games as Portland moves back into second place, a half game ahead of Colorado Springs, which lost earlier tonight. It's some big nights offensively for the Stingers. Casey Cochran, 4 for 5 with a run batted in. Nick Corneau, 3 for 5 with 2 RBI. Jeff Mathis with a pair of home runs in the game as well. So, Stingers getting some offense, but the pitching struggled at times tonight. And it eventually cost them also 5 hit batters by the Stingers pitching staff. That is a franchise record. Beavers taking each one in 3 hours, 3 minutes by a final score of 9-8. We'll come back and take a look at the other scores around baseball next year on ESPN 1230.
Play ball! When the game's on the line and the home crowd's getting restless, there's only one thing you want to see at the plate. Carl Budding thin sliced meat. 9 great flavors like honey ham, oven roasted turkey, and corned beef. Budding has the variety to handle anything your team throws at it. Convenience like that is always a game winner. And you know you can count on Budding to deliver plenty of power in the taste department. Taste! So pencil Carl Budding into your lineup for a home run every time.
Yeah, hello. Bruno's Air Conditioning.
Yes, hi. I bought a swamp cooler from you a week ago, and I got this from you. Oh, it's a really bad car.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, the swamp cooler car. Yeah, we've all got it here, too. Hey, get on the phone and call for this nice man. Okay, boys. You see, it's very normal.
Yeah, but I don't want to be sick anymore.
Well, there's really nothing you can do when mildew and fungus are pushed into your home now, is there?
No, I suppose not.
Okay, then. Bye-bye. Like you, patients believe that anyone should breathe fungus and mildew that comes from a swamp cooler. That's why Action is offering a special pre-season rate on a brand new state-of-the-art central air conditioning system. Right now, you can get a fully installed central air conditioning and filtration system for about the same price as a swamp cooler. You have to hurry, though, because our pre-season air conditioning system is really going fast. Take it. Find Action Plumbing and Air Conditioning on the front cover of your yellow pages. Or call Action Details 363-5575. That's 363-5575.
Wow, that is amazing.
Pardon me, miss. Are you an Albertsons associate?
No.
And may I ask what you're doing?
Checking the price.
You're checking the price.
That is right. Oh, this price.
Where?
Next to the sign that says check the price.
That's a very good price.
What did I tell you? Albertsons has lowered the prices on thousands of items shoppers buy most. So come on in and check the prices. You're going to love what you see.
Hey, let's check these prices over here.
Sorry, pal. I don't know. Check the new low prices at Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Back to BC Park in Portland with the Beavers rally with 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to win by a score of 9-8. Back out to take a look at the other scores around baseball on our number scoreboard. First of all in PCL. It was Oklahoma defeating Albuquerque by a score of 3-2 for the Red Hawks in the fourth straight win. Sacramento topped Tucson by a score of 4-2. Nashville rallied with 3 in the 8th and 2 in the 9th to tie Iowa in Des Moines. And then the Sound scored 5 runs in the 10th en route to a 13-8 win over the Cubs. At Tacoma, Rich Dorman and George Carroll combined on a 2-hitter as the Rainiers blanked the Colorado Springs Sky Sox 2-0. At Omaha, the Royals ended Memphis' 6-game winning streak as Omaha defeats the Redbirds 10-2. At New Orleans, the Zephyrs scored 2 runs in the 8th to rally past Round Rock 3-2. At Las Vegas, Fresno scored a run in the 9th to defeat the 51 by a score of 8-7. In Major League Baseball, all of the action has been completed. In the American League, Baltimore scored 5 in the 8th inning to beat Toronto 5-1. Eric Bedard outdueling Roy Halladay. It was Texas pummeling Oakland 16-7. The Rangers with a 4-run 7th and a 6-run 8th. At Seattle, the Angels completed their sweep for the Mariners with a 5-2 win today. Paul Bird, the winner, 2-3. Aaron Seeley, the loser, also 2-3. Francisco Rodriguez with his 7th save. Vladimir Guerrero hits his 7th home run of the year for the Angels. At Detroit, the Red Sox edged the Tigers 4-3. Tim Wakefield over Kyle Farnsworth. Tampa Bay handed the Yankees yet another loss. First time since 1995 that the Oaks been 6 games below 500. As the Devil Rays take it 11-8. Chicago, the White Sox continue to roll. They beat the Kansas City Royals 4-2. And at Minnesota, the Indians edged the Twins 5-4. In the National League, Washington, Ivan Hernandez goes the distance in a 5-2 win over the Dodgers in Los Angeles. 12 innings in San Diego, the Padres hit the Rockies 8-7. At Phoenix, the surprising Diamondbacks continue to roll, knocking off San Francisco 6-2. It was the Mets edging Philadelphia into New York 3-2. At Cincinnati, the Cardinals beat the Reds 7-3. Mark Mulder, the winner, now 4-1. Damian Miller, the former Buzzman, walked with the bases loaded in the 9th inning to give the Brewers a 4-3 win over the Cubs. Stinger Derek Kirkmo gets the victory for Milwaukee. At Houston, the Pirates rally to beat the Astros 6-4, leaving Roger Clemens with a no decision. And Atlanta knocks off Florida 5-2. Tim Hudson, the winner, now 3-1 for the Braves. And on the NBA side, Washington Gilbert Arena played the entire 48 minutes, but a jumper was 14 feet out to the buzzer to give the Wizards the 112-110 win over Chicago. And Washington now up in that series 3-2. San Antonio finishes off Denver by a final score of 99-89. And that's a look at your average scoreboard. Back with the scoring highlights from this one. After this 2-minute timeout, ESPN 1230.
Are you looking to refinance or finance a medium to large-size commercial project? Hi, this is Scott Forster with Allison Mortgage Group. We have successfully rolled out our commercial lending division of Allison Mortgage Group. The commercial lending division is able to help you with your large commercial project up to $10 million. Our featured program for this month offers a loan amount of up to $1 million. It's our stated income, stated asset commercial loan. It offers more flexibility and a shorter turnaround time than most any other commercial loan. No tax returns or income verifications are required in most cases. It also features unrestricted cash out to the borrower. We can secure lending on warehouses, multifamily apartments, retail, and industrial commercial property. We can also offer 15 or 30-year payback periods with automatic payment options.
Hi, this is Ron Jones. You got a call for any of the commercial or residential loan needs. We can help you. Call Scott at 628-9400. Come to Boone.
Serious about dirt? So is Yamaha. And now's the perfect time to drive a serious bargain. Because for a limited time, you can get any new Yamaha motorcycle or ATV for as low as $39 a month for 24 months. Plus, get up to $200 cash back on select models. Off-road or on. 2 wheels or 4 at Stedman's Recreation Yamaha. We're offering serious savings. Special financing plus cash back. But this offer ends soon. So get down to Stedman's Recreation Yamaha today. Visit Stedman's Recreation on Main in Tooele.
Finance offer good for 53105 on 2005 or new prior year Yamaha motorcycle, ATV or scooter, excluding FAR and final models. On the Yamaha card, subject to credit approval. Reduced rate as low as 4.9% APR and $39 monthly payment good for 24 months with the step current. Maximum amount financed $3,000. Thereafter, the standard rate is 21% APR will apply and minimum monthly payments will be required. Default rate 24.9%. Minimum finance charge of $1. See dealer for details and recommendations. Yamaha recommends an approved trading course. Call 1-800-287-2887. Dealer participation may vary.
We had some low-scoring action the first 2 games here. A wild one here this evening, and it was Morgan drawing first blood in the first inning. He won out. J.J. Maniac double. Ben Johnson won. John Knott still to left to load the bases. Maniac scored on John Barfield. Sacrifice fly to left field. That brought Ben Reisinger to the plate. Second, not at first. It was a 2-1 control. Third ball, puts it over the field for Mason. Charging his short out, fumbles the ball. That ball out Johnson to come around the score. That's from the third base, and at the third base is John Knott. That'll be 9-5 on the throw out there, but the run does score. And home plate on the RBI singles by Ben Reisinger. So that made it a 2-0 ball game. Casey Cochran doubled with 2 out of the third. Came home on Catlin single to center to make it a 2-1 ball game. Then the Stakers tied it in the fourth inning with 2 out and nobody on the base. Ryan Buddy tripled it to the right field corner, and Ben Johnson's sliding attempt to the catch came up empty. That's one. Adam Papkovich to the plate. After swing the base hit the center field. Ryan Buddy strokes it for the tying run. Papkovich for the third RBI of the season, and we're offside. 2-2 ball game at that point. Then the Stakers took the lead in the fourth inning, and it all started with Casey Cochran leading off against former Stinger Brandon Emanuel. One out there, Jeff Anthony homers from the field. His third of the year. The Beavers led 4-2. Ryan Gordon was one. Second and coming to score on a double to left field by Ryan Buddy. The Stingers led by 3 at 5-2, but it was a short live pitch. And in the bottom of the fifth inning, Ben Johnson reached an infield single, stole second, went to third on a throwing error by Ryan Buddy, and then scored on Ryan Gordon's throwing error, trying to get Johnson at third base. That made it 5-3. John Knott then walked. John Barfield and single to center field. Dustin Mosley struggle continued. The Reisinger single to right. Loads the bases. Nobody out to Bobby Scale. That's going to split the gap and go all the way to the base of the wall. to the plate, and safe at the plate is Ed Reisinger. It's a 3-run double for Bobby Scales, and the Beavers have the lead back at 6-5. The Beavers to come back in the 7th inning. Jeff Mathis leading off was able to tie it up with one swing of the bat. Rangers payoff for Mathis on the way. One more man goes. Deep to left field. That's over there, and got there and off the scoreboard. A solo home run for Jeff Mathis. He's gone side up at 6-6. 6-6, and then Brian Gordon followed with a double off of Angel Tovar. And it's brought Nick Cordell to play. That's a ball. That's lifted in the air to left center field. Robinson going back, still going back. It's up there and down there. This one is gone. A long run left center field by Nick Cordell. It's second of the season, and now the Stingers are back out by a score to the 6th. But they would not be able to enjoy the prosperity for long. And in the 8th inning, Bill Gerber led off with a single off starts here to work into his 4th inning relief for the first time this year. 1 out later, J.J. Permaniak hit a pop up in the short left center field. It was dropped by Keith Smith, but he was able to pick it up and get the force out on Gerber. The Sixers were just a pretty good kick for a runner at first, and it's 2 out. Sear walked in Johnson on 4 straight pitches. That brought Joel Peralta able to kick it. John Knott was drilled by Peralta on the first pitch thrown by Joel. That's both the bases for Josh Barfield. The pitch. Swung out of the high fly ball, left field. Back is Allen at the wall, at the warning track, and he wins. 3 runs are going to score. And on the second base, it's Josh Barfield. That's going to be a 3-run double. Allen was forward to the corner and the wall, and then realized that the ball was about 10 feet to his left at the last moment. He lunged and couldn't get it. And so the 3-run score, they could get 2 men out of the ninth with a double play ball by Alexis Machine. And the ball game, the Beavers made their first win of the series. It's their second win. It's trying to get the Stingers this year. So the final game of the series tomorrow, Portland will be trying for the split. The Stingers will be trying for the series win. And we'll preview it for you right after this. Time out on KSBN at 12:30.
Don't you feel more comfortable doing business with someone you know? That's why you should use State Farm Bank Trust. Because the same company that protects your home, car, and family can help with your banking needs. State Farm Bank. It's more than just banking. It's banking with a good neighbor. State Farm Bank. FDIC. Some products and services not available in all areas.
See participating State Farm agents Dan Price or Tom Earhart of Brigham.
This is Ed Siegfried of Siegfried & Jensen. You've heard our ads for years. We've been handling automobile, personal injury, and medical malpractice claims for over 20 years. We've handled thousands of claims for thousands of people throughout the state. You're listening to this ad now because you love sports or have a favorite team. Siegfried & Jensen wants to be your legal team if you've been injured in an accident. Call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
Excuse me. Here, Jeff Hornstein here on the roof of this house to remind you that you may be sitting on your greatest financial resource, your home. But with America First Credit Union's new Home Equity Line Plus, featuring a low 5.50% interest rate, you unlock the equity in your home with a convenient Visa Platinum card that lets you consolidate debt, do home improvements, or even pay for a car. And the Home Equity Line Plus, America First has no annual fees. You get all the benefits of the Visa Platinum card.
Apply at any branch, the phone, or online at AmericaFirst.com. Variable interest rate as low as 5.50% is based on prime plus 0%. Maximum APR is 18%. Restrictions apply.
So, get on top of your finances. Apply for America First 5.50% Home Equity Line Plus today.
Call America First Credit Union today.
Member NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to sports for the Stingers. Let's get away. They fly ball to left field wall. They're disconnected to a 3-run double. And Beavers come away with a 9-8 win. The Stingers going for a series win tomorrow. They've been trying for the split. At 7:45, the on-deck hit by first pitch for the left-hander Clayton Andrews going for the Stingers. Next, right-hander Justin Germano for the first. Hope you'll join us for that. Thanks to Jeff back in our studios in Salt Lake City. And thanks to you for listening. Once again, 3 hours, 3 minutes on 1,993, the final score. More with Beavers 9 and the Salt Lake Stingers 8. I'm Steve Falke saying good night and so long to the ballpark.
This has been the 10th Inning Show on ESPN 1230 AM. Be sure to join us after every Sixers game for the 10th Inning Show on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers. ESPN 1230 AM.